Yeah, go ahead.
Had to change my answering machine. Now that I'm alone, cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense for you to walk out the door, but it's the only way I hear voice anymore.
Tell him, Squid G.
It's ridiculous, it's been months. For some reason I just can't get over us. But I'm stronger than oh, enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so tired of being blue, crying over you. And I'm so sick of love songs unwaited. So
Yo. The way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chubs do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounded you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comments short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
Salute. Salute to my fam. Good Monday. Oh, my bad. Tripping. Good Tuesday, y'all. Good Tuesday. Appreciate everybody pulling back up for the second live, man. Like I said, as promised, I'm working. Your boy working. I grind for the people. We got work to do. There's work to be put in. There's conversations to be had. Y'all know the slogan. We ain't here to break the news, but we're here to have a conversation. But on this note, got some news. You know what I mean? Salute to my bro, TSPN, TNN. I seen him report on this. You know what I mean? Carlos Adames and J-Rock at 160, man. Sound like a good fight for, you know what I mean, June 24th. Sound like a good fight, you know what I mean? Then got some possibilities. People was asking what was going on with the Bivol and Beterbiev. They possibly, this is not etched in stone. Again, this is just something I read, I came across, and they're saying Beterbiev versus Beterbiev versus CALLUM Smith and DMITRII Bivol versus Joshua Buatsi. So we're going to chop it up. Then you got ROLLIE and PUELLO for May 13th as well, man. So we got some interesting things. You know, Bill HANEY poked a little fun at SHAKUR Stevenson as well. So we right back again, right back on the grind. DP Rocker. All y'all pulling back up for the second live, man. We trying to grow. We trying to cook. We got work to do, man. Much love to everybody in the building. Sports matchups, D3, my brother. Jose Diaz, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. MP, my bro. Appreciate you pulling back up for this second live. Like I said, man, we justice enough. The grind just don't stop. I'm embracing this space full time. Y'all gonna see a lot of me. Like I keep saying, I'm gonna keep saying it. Josh, my brody, what's good with it, Josh? I had to spin the block on them. Know what I'm saying? I had to spin the block. Mike Kirkland, what's good, bro? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you stopping through. I'm glad you caught this live. I was on a little bit earlier, but this is a time slot that I think I'm going to try to stay in more permanently, more so. And anything I do before that, it just be bonuses. So I'm going to try to stay in this 4 o'clock to 4:30 time frame, y'all. And you know, see what happens, man. Mike Kirkland, salute to my Brody, man. Appreciate you, as always. Salute the voice. Yeah, JusDueBoxing. I appreciate you, Skywalker Boxing, my brother. What's going on, Skywalker? In the building. Y'all punch that like button as we get on rolling. Jay Wash, salute to you, Brody. Yes, sir. We back again, man. Salute to y'all, man. Tables chattered. Tables, chairs, ladder, natural rolling. Beterbiev is different. Bivol got to be perfect because ARTUR Beterbiev strength is it is. Strength is crazy. Strength is he's very strong, very disciplined guy. Man, have y'all seen his training? One of his training videos is ridiculous. Like some of the little training things that I seen him doing in that video. I ain't seen nobody never do them training tactics he was doing. Bro ass is like a one-man army. I don't know what he be training for, but it's clearly war. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's clearly war. He like a one-man army, bro, for real. He's truly a one-man army, y'all. I swear he is. I swear that dude's something different, man. ARTUR Beterbiev, man, be smoking stuff. So again, y'all, salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all showing back up, man. Roja, what's good? Hey, on the low, I'm kind of rooting for him, Roja. In a weird way, I'm rooting for Rollie. You know what I'm saying? So again, y'all, let's get into it. Let's have us a good old conversation, how we always do. You know what I mean? Let's see where we wants to go with this, man. So again, man, I'm gonna just go with this most recent news, right? This June 24th news, J-Rock and Carlos Adames. For one, I'm a little surprised I didn't see this fight coming down the pike for sure. I damn sure didn't see it, but here we are. Nonetheless, here we are. And Rollie again, like I said before in another live, you know, Tank, it's that stimulus package. It's the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I'm saying? You lose the Tank, you don't really lose. It's not the same as you losing to everybody else. That's just what it is. I ain't make the rules. That's just what it is, right? So although he got sparked out by Tank, you know what I mean? We seen him recently get dropped in sparring by Jahan Ingram. He still got an opportunity nonetheless to compete for a title for his first shot at 140, his first fight at 140. But listen, skill-wise, we get it. Alberto Puello is obviously shown to be more skilled than Rollie Romero, right? But in this case, I think Puello, no disrespect to him, I think he's the weakest out of the champions. Matias ain't weak. You get what I'm saying? He's a dog. Regis is a dog. You get what I'm saying? Puello, you know what I'm saying? He can box. But I don't see him as a dog. I don't get dog vibes when I see him box. I get boxer, which is nothing wrong with that. But I think he's the weaker out of the champions. I don't see a Rollie beating Matias. I don't see Rollie beating Regis. I don't see Rollie beating Josh Taylor. So I believe they put him in there with the, you know, no disrespect, the path of, you know, not the toughest champion, obviously. You get what I'm saying? I think Regis is the guy to beat at 40. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But in a weird way, I'm rooting for Rollie, yo. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Rollie to get this opportunity. Well, he got this opportunity. I think I'm rooting for him to win because I think he'll fight some people. I think he can make some interesting, entertaining fights. Win, lose, or draw, I think he's an entertaining dude. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I mean? Getting sparked by Tank made him famous, bro. Made bro ass famous. You get what I'm saying? So I think this is going to be an interesting fight, May 13th for this kid, man. Rollie is gonna be excited, man. He gonna Tank made him famous. I'm telling you, Rollie, he's going to get hurt. Now, Rollie might hurt this dude. Jay Reddy, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling back up. Salute to everybody in the building pulling back up. Like I said, man, grind mode, full-time content creator. I'm betting on myself, and we gonna rock out, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch the like button. Jay Reddy, what's good with it, fam? So look, man, in a weird way, I'm kind of rooting for Rollie to pull this off. I want to see what he made of. I want to see what he got. You know what I'm saying? We all seen him get sparked against Tank. But he showed a good account of himself. He ain't, you know what happened is what happened. You get what I'm saying? It could have been worse for him. But he did come in there and he tried to fight. He did come in there and try to take the fight to Tank. He tried, bro. He tried. Know what I mean? Josh, my bro, what's good with it? Appreciate you pulling back up, man. Let me drop a flame for my Brody. Back at it, man. Salute to everybody, man. Rollie is going to become a world champion before Hitchens. Love, Spark, Ramirez, Catterall, Ryan, Mark, and man, hey, bro, and Lee. Yo, bro, Roger, let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about this for a little second. Like, I know this ain't the popular topic. You know, this ain't Alexis, Rocha, and Crawford, you know. I know y'all wanted to hear some more about that, but let's talk about this. He has at least Roja, all things real. He got an opportunity. He really got an opportunity. Could you imagine who could imagine in their wildest dreams that Rollie would become a world champion before Richardson Hitchens, before Montana Love, before Steve Spark? You know what I'm saying? You got Ramirez, Catterall, Ryan, Martin, like Brandon Lee. You got all these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like how you see it, man. Rollie try. You get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying, Mike? So look, yo, he gonna try. That's what makes him dangerous, y'all. And he's wild and rough, right? So you make no mistake about it. Listen, they put him in there. No disrespect to Puello. It's not that he can't fight, but I believe he has the least power out of all of the champions as well. So I think the lack of power gives Rollie a better chance than what people think. And the fact that he's willing to fight, he will fight. He got heart. You get what I'm saying? He gonna get in there and scrap. So make no mistake about it. What if he hit him with one of them? Yeah. What if he hit him with one of them? Nah, yeah, I'm serious. Yo. What if Rollie hit bro with one of them joints, man? What if he do him like that? Yo, what if Rollie do him like Yo, what if Rollie do him like this though, y'all? Seriously. What if Rollie do Puello like this? What if he roughhouse him like he was doing Ryan Garcia, bro? Look at him, piecing him. Man, he piecing this man ass up, y'all. What if Rollie do this to Puello? I'm telling you, man, what if he do this, though? Right, Jay Ready? Telling you, yo, 50-50 chance, yo. Rollie got a 50-50 chance, y'all. Seriously. Rollie clearly has the talent that needs a better trainer. Right. Or one that's going to change some things. Correct. First thing is you got to believe in yourself. And that's first thing. You get what I'm saying? I think if there's anybody that could lose a fight the way he lost against Tank, I think if there's anybody that could get dropped in sparring the way he got dropped by Jahan Ingram in sparring. And again, salute to the young king, Jahan Ingram, because he wished the sparring footage never came out. So just to be clear, like anybody thought he was trying to clout chase, from what I understand, that wasn't his doing whatsoever. He just showed up and did what he was supposed to do in the ring. It just so happened that he happened to handle business and drop Rollie. He had no hand in releasing that footage whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jahan Ingram, man, the young Floyd Mayweather protege, the new pretty boy. You know what I mean? Coming out there, asserting himself. He's now 4-0 with 3 knockouts. I want to see more of him because I believe he's skilled and talented. And I know Floyd recognizes talent. And he already embraces the spotlight. You get what I'm saying? Always smiling, know where them cameras is at. You know how to entertain. The kid can fight. You know what I mean? We've seen a small sample size of him, but I know enough. I've seen enough to know that he can fight. You know what I mean? It's just now what level he's going to be at because he's very early in his career. But I like what I see from the young kid, Jahan Ingram, already. And he can fight. And that's all it's about. So I expect for him to continue to get better. And we're going to see him around for some time. He's going to be around, man. He's going to be around. You're going to get time to stop. Yeah, I feel you, Jay Reddy. I feel you. But look, not against Puello, though. Rollie, not against Puello. I don't see Puello stopping him. That's why I feel like, Rollie going to be around in that fight. You get what I'm saying? He's going to be around. And he's going to have a whole 12 rounds. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a title fight. So I expect him to be able to hang around just a little bit. The average someone, salute, bro. Appreciate you pulling back up. Salute to everybody pulling back up for this second live, man. supporting the grind. I appreciate every last one of y'all. All 18 of y'all in the building, I appreciate y'all. Smash that like button. Rocha earned his way to the top and earned him his way to be mandatory. Bud stops him, though. Yeah, Bud gonna beat him up, Brody. He gonna beat him up. That was back then when Rollie could eat left hooks. You think Tank damaged his punch, his punch resistance is compromised at the Tank. Salute to my Brody Jose Diaz, Sirius, Sari, salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feel? Let me drop a flame for you. Rollie had some people worried before Tank called him. I ain't gonna lie, Mike, he did. Just to be honest, he had some of these dudes worried. I think the ones that expected so much different and really didn't catch on soon enough to what Tank was doing in that fight, yeah, they definitely was nervous. They was nervous as hell. King Judas, salute, Brody. Appreciate you pulling back up. As always, to be fair, Rollie has the complexion of protection. No way in hell he should be getting this title shot after being KO'd by Tank and no name fighter in sparring back to back, laughing my ass off. A young up and coming prospect, you know what I'm saying? Put hands on him, you know what I'm saying? The young Jahan Ingram, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not too many people know him just yet, but they gonna know him. He got some skill, but I see what you mean. Yeah, a relatively unknown guy put hands all over him, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Jay Reddy. Glad to hear that, Brody. I'm glad you good, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Hope everybody good. Hope everybody enjoying their Tuesday, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Reaching for low-hanging fruit. As usual, his career will be the biggest joke in boxing for years to come. Get ready for the memes. Hey, he better get ready, King Judah, because no disrespect to him. Listen, man, and I said this before, in an effort to just give him his just due. He's far too talented of a fighter to be participating with an Alexis Rocha, you know, knowing that the expectation level was you getting in there with a guy like Earl Spence, you fight Avanese, and respect to you. You did what you had to do, right? Cool. Now, fast forward to today. Now, this Alexis Rocha garbage, and I'm hearing that you was planning on fighting this dude, you know, a while ago before it even got announced, like, or mandated, so, or ordered, however you want to look at it, ordered. So, I just don't see this as being a good look. It's kind of, it is what it is. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, Bud Crawford. I'm not about to sit here and tear you down as a fighter, but understand the blowback, understand the pushback, understand the resistance that people are going to put up. People are not going to be satisfied with this fight in no way, shape, or form. It's hard to justify, you know what I mean, anything less than the 50-50 fight when you claiming you the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That's all I'm saying. You just don't fight guys like Alexis Rocha. It's a waste of your time. And like I said, if Earl Spence came out and was fighting an Alexis Rocha level talent, he would get slaughtered. He already getting thrown under the bus for even at the possibility of him fighting Keith Thurman, let alone Alexis Rocha. You get what I'm saying? So, again, salute to Terrence Crawford. You're a great fighter. I'm going to leave it at that. But the guys that you fighting are just not on your level. And you're going to make people look like you took the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? The path of least resistance. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, if you cool with that, then be cool with it. But don't sit up and call fans haters and miserable and broke and all this other weird stuff when we don't support something that we know is not worth our money, let alone our time. We can't get the time back. The money you can make back, the time you can't get back. But don't nobody want to waste time and money, not in this climate, on something that's not worth their dollar, their hard-earned dollar. So again, if you could pull that little, you know, y'all broke and miserable and hating if y'all don't support me bit all you want, you could pull that. But I think if you go that route, that's gonna show just how much you out of touch with the core fan base and what the boxing fans appreciate from you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Have your fun, bro. Go get you another victim. Knockout victim number what? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? 30 what? Coming up. 31? What is it? You know what I mean? Whatever. Have fun. Have at it, Bud Crawford. I don't care. I'm not checking crazy for it. It's not something that I would buy. No disrespect. It's not something that I would buy. You get so many chances. Please tell me why. The complexion for the protection, Jose. Bless can't complain, smoking his OG Kush. Man, salute to my Brody Josh. That's what I like to hear, man. I got some gumbo over here myself. That OG be hitting different. And me pulling the devil on YouTube. Check you out. You know it, baby girl. Has to grind. Salute to my queen. How you feeling? Don't work too hard over there. To my baby girl. Appreciate you stopping through, Queen. As always, Mike Kirkland. Salute to my bro, Patrick Bell. Salute, family. Appreciate you pulling back up. Salute to everybody pulling back up for the second live. We got to grind, y'all. Bud ain't fighting Spence. I think it's 2 fight deals. The best for Bud, Rocha, and then Virgil. We'll put Bud at the right spotlight. Yeah, Lee. His last fight really messed up popularity, in my opinion. Right. Yeah, man. 2 or 3 fight deal, respectfully. I think Bud got about 3 fights max in his career. If he does more than 3 fights in his career, I would be surprised. It's not because he's some duck or this or that. I'm not even going to get into all of those things. I'll just say this. He said he's not fighting till he's 40. He don't really want to fight to the late 30s like that. So he figured he's about, what, 35 now? 35, is it? So, you know what I mean? Give or take, he got about 3 fights left, depending on how the way things been going. He looked like he got about 3 fights left in his career. Maybe he has more. He will surprise me, but we gonna see. And again, remember, the average summer, salute to you, bro. Remember, I don't know if you had caught it. Oscar was discussing, talking about he had a 3-fight plan for Bud Crawford, and I was calling it a retirement plan. He's saying 3-fight plan. I'm calling it a retirement plan because it seemed like you're gonna try to get him to fight some guys on your stable, with Virgil Ortiz being on the back end of that. If you can't get the 3 fights out of him, you probably try to get 2. Get him to fight Alexis Rocha and then give Virgil Ortiz the opportunity at Bud Crawford. Hopefully by then he'll be old and, you know, Virgil Ortiz will be hitting his prime. And you get what I'm saying? I just think that that's a potential avenue or direction that he'd be willing to go. I think out of the guys at 47, I think Bud would be one of the guys he'd be willing to throw him in there because of the age and stuff like that. Maybe, possibly, but I could see that being, you know what I mean? Sounds like a duck. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Crawford go fight Spence. Right. Good. Here you go. Man, salute to my baby girl. I appreciate you, Miss Two. Please don't do my brother like that. She on me. I love you too. Modern Czar. Modern Czar, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. That's why I feel that Bud can't be number 1 pound for pound. That's a fact. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Smash that like button, sub to the channel if you haven't. Appreciate you pulling up. Boy, at Mine TV. I don't want to say that wrong. Salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up from the Philippines. Salute to you, bro. Much appreciation. Welcome to the family, bro. Stay tuned. Make sure you turn your notifications on, man. I do this every day. I'm here every day. Much appreciation to you stopping through, too. Salute to the Philippines, man. Shout out to you. It's funny how Bud fans had disappeared. I predicted this a year ago. And, man, I've been on here for a little over a year, man. I wonder if I caught when you were saying that because I did hear people saying, you know, when the smoke clear and people really start to see how the moves that's being made, people are going to disappear. You ain't going to see the nation of budgets. You're not going to see everybody going to bat and arguing because there's no arguing back-to-back disappointing fights in terms of you have a fighter that's being viewed as potentially the pound for pound best, right? By a lot, by some, right? Now, I mean, we feel away because of how he moving. I understand all that. I understand the people that don't feel like that, right? But the ones that do, you telling me you could justify the pound for pound best fighter in the world fighting David Avanesian at the end of 2022 and then about to fight Alexis Rocha in 2023 for a first fight, being that he was supposed to fight Spence? So you telling me there's absolutely no disappointment there as a supporter of his? It's nothing personal. So you trying to tell me that's the route you wanted to see him go? That's the person you wanted to see him fight? You can't be serious. There's no justifying it. Because I swear if the shoe was on the other foot and Spence went and fought a David Avanesian and then turned around and was fighting a guy on the level of Alexis Rocha, he would be getting laughed out of boxing, bro. They'd be dissing him left and right. Bless you, baby boy. They'd be dissing him left and right. So it's unbelievable to me. It just don't make a ton of sense, man. I just don't. I don't get it. Why are you watching people fighting people that's just not on your level and thinking you're not going to get no pushback, no blowback? You're going to get it because people feel like that should tell you how good people think you are. They at least think that much of you where they know that guy's not worth your time. Can we at least say that? Bud Crawford, Alexis Rocha is going to be a victim. Before the Blair Cobb, victim. Virgil Ortiz arguably still possibly beats this guy too. But that's a respectable fight. But them other two wouldn't be. That's just what it is. No disrespect to them dudes. We just talking about in terms of level and where he at in his career. He should be looking to make the biggest absolute fights possible before he retire. Am I right? And is it safe to say Avanisi and Nora Alexis Rocha is anything close to a big fight? Those are not marquee names in the sport. Those are not legacy fights. So I guess he cool with it, man. You know what I'm saying? No, it was a 3-fight deal. Yeah, I ain't saying he did it, but that's what Oscar was discussing, like a 3-fight deal. And then he threw names out there, Blair Cobbs, Virgil Ortiz, Rocha, and then he even said maybe even a Spence fight. Nah, me ain't getting no Spence fight. Stop it, Oscar. Stop it. Yeah, man, this cross promotion, this junk with Tank and Ryan could open up the doors. That's all I'm saying. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, boy at Mind TV. Salute, fam. No problem at all. We family over here, man. So salute to you. Welcome to the family. And we don't get Crawford Spence horrible. That's a super fight. That's the mega fight he should be checking. You know what I'm saying? No connection with him and his fans. It's hard. It's a big disconnect. 2 times for the good time. Salute to my Brody undercard boxing, man. Yes, sir, man. I had to pull back up one more time for the family. I had to tell y'all, man, this overgrind. Crawford is making money now. You will make money with Spence. Right. They will try to pop up your balanced views. Just do. I feel like fans created these Bud Crawford and Canelo fighters who do the bare minimum, receive the highest praise, while the Spence and Devin's right. And again, King Jude Devins of the world are hated. Right. And again, that's why I'm glad that to have these conversations with y'all, to let y'all know it's somebody out here that know how to give fighters their just due, their credit. You get what I'm saying? And I said this before, I don't even care how it sound no more because I'm in support of the sport, right? If you hate Devin Haney, you don't have to be your favorite fighter in the world, right? You don't have to like his style. You can go to the ends of the earth if you want, talking about he pillow fisted this and that. Have at it, bro. Have at it. But at the end of the day, the name of the game is boxing, not punching, not knockout, not rock'em sock'em robot. So you don't have to like the way he fights. You don't have to like, you could say pillow fist if you want. You can even call him chinny when he only got rocked once by a guy that had more knockouts than he had fights. But that's another story, right? You can run with all them false narratives. At the end of the day, is he the epitome of a gym rat? That dude live in the gym. Have you ever seen Devin Haney out of shape? You get what I'm saying? Do you see him getting in trouble outside of the sport? Don't he carry himself like a champion with or without them being an undisputed champion? Don't he move like one? Yeah, you could argue about the stuff that he say and pick and poke, but at the end of the day, is that man at the top of his profession, performing at the top of his profession, becoming, putting his name in the history books, becoming an undisputed champion at 23 years old. But the only thing a person could say, he's chinny, he's pillow fisted, all he got is the jab, all he got is this right hand, all this, all that. It's like, bro, do you love boxing or do you not? Because he displays it on a very high level. You don't have to be in love with what he do, but you have to be real enough if you're a supporter of the sport to say, man, that young man got it together. You know what I mean? Even if you think he's going to get beat by this one, and that one, it don't matter. But you got to be able to appreciate what you've seen. Earl Spence almost died in the car crash. He could have died easily. Then, you know what I mean? Back-to-back, setbacks, the torn retina. For this dude to be one belt away from undisputed, his ultimate goal after having, about 3 years unexpectedly out the ring due to setbacks, the only thing you could do is slight him. It's like people are weird. We here to bring real boxing conversation back. There's no way you could really be an advocate for the sport and support it heavily as some people claim they do. But the first thing come out your mouth when you speak of Devin Haney is a slight, something negative. The man made history 23, 24 years old. What are we talking about? What he achieved at 23, becoming undisputed, beating Cambosos the first time. That's a career, like for some people that they'll never reach that pinnacle. So it's like, it's not all about the belts, but it's about him taking advantage of the opportunities that's in front of him. He kind of created that one, had to take less. We know the story. So again, you just got to be able to appreciate that. And if people don't give them they just do, then that's what I'm here for. Is one of me, I'm be more than happy to do it. And the same thing goes for Spence. That's a champion in every sense of the word. Them 3 belts wouldn't make him more or less of a champion. Why? Because he moved like one. He moves how a fighter's supposed to move. That's how, if you training, you bringing your fighter up, you telling me you wouldn't model, you couldn't see some things in Errol Spence and Devin Haney that you could, see in your son and want for your son to handle things the right way. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. I just appreciate what those dudes bring. So the hate for them, I just can't have it for them. You get what I'm saying? Get Boots versus Ortiz since Ryan Tank. Right. Facts. And this is what I was saying. Just be a little more patient. We're going to start getting a lot of more of what we want. We ain't going to get it all because we never do, right? We're going to get a lot more of what we want. Just got to keep moving the bar in the right direction and demanding people stand on business. Stormy B, man, salute to the OG. How you feeling, Sensei? Appreciate you stopping through as always. Set to face Blair Cobbs as the co-main versus Tank and Ryan. You serious? Hit and not get hit, fam. That's the name of the game, bro. That is the name of the game. So the hating is weird to me. Know what I mean? Shawa Allah, salute to the queen. Appreciate you pulling back up. Salute to everybody in the building pulling back up for the second live. I appreciate all y'all. The grind don't stop, and I ain't slowing down, I'm speeding up, man. Because he had a great fighter. Has a great fighter. Right. You know what I'm saying? You just... Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh. Another shot of immortality. Salute to my Brody. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate it. Appreciate you pulling up this second time around, man. Much love to my Brody, man. Inside the square, yes, okay. Exactly. Jay Wash, what's good, family? How you feeling? Exactly why those two... my favorite fighters, bro, champs in and out the ring. That's what I'm saying. That they're the epitome of a champion. You get what I'm saying? They move accordingly. The belts wouldn't make it no different. The belts is just icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes will forever be champions because they move accordingly. You can look at how they move and be glad that they're part of the sport, that they champions in the sport. The voice, I'm on the job, Skills. I'm on the job. Salute to my bros, man. How everybody feeling in here, man? Hope everybody feeling all right. Appreciate everybody that pulled up for the second time. We're going to cook for a little while longer. I just thought this was good conversation to have with some of this news that been swirling around. Like I said, 140 just continue to get more and more interested. As I said in the first live earlier, it's just boxing is in a better place than what the pessimists I want you to believe, bro. You gotta love, you gotta enjoy what you're watching. I just don't know how you can. I just don't know how you can appreciate different levels of greatness. Like I said this before, there's so many ways to display a level of greatness. Like there's not only one way. It's not no one set definition on what greatness is, man. Like I said this before, Wilder, if you think what he displayed, becoming world champion and picking up boxing as late as he did, medaling in the Olympics and becoming world champion with 10 title defenses, if you think that's not a level of greatness that he displayed over a long period of time for some years, something is wrong with you. You just a pure hater. There's no in between. Strip him of his name. You could just be fighter in the blue corner or fighter in the red corner. That guy is every bit of the word greatness. Everybody ain't gonna be the most, had the prettiest style. Everybody ain't gonna have all the tricks in the bag. To reach the level of success again, man, just to pick up boxing that late and be right on the money like that, it's special, man. You never see it again. You know what I mean? He the kind of guy that people will appreciate more when he's no longer in boxing. And it's sad to say, but that's how it is. That's how it's seen. Mike Kirkland putting that color in the chat. Much love to you, bro. Much appreciation. Supporting the grind is very much needed, very much important, man. Salute to my bro.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to you, bro. Appreciate the support, man. But yeah, man, it's not a job when you happy and you natural at it, bro. Yeah, facts, man. That facts. I'm in my happy space, but I still make sure just because I love it, y'all make sure y'all hear it in the way I speak about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I took this approach I did in terms of giving everybody just due. I think boxing is a much more enjoyable sport when you just have a less emotional set of eyes on the sport and more of a passionate set of eyes on the sport. Get what I'm saying? I think that's the difference between me and some people. Some people are overly emotional about the sport You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being passionate, passion is different. Passion gonna make people understand that you love it, especially the way I do. Like I've never had a live where I started and didn't enjoy the conversation that I had with the family. It's just it don't happen. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody pulling up. Y'all smash the like button. We gonna keep having this dope conversation. Like I said, man, there's more than one way to display a level of greatness, man. And it's just very important to me, like as a content creator, that we take more pride and responsibility into the things that we say. You never know who see it, who paying attention. And again, that's why I always say I won't fanboy for somebody, because I want to be clear. Just because I have this this fresher perspective or this non-confrontational kind of approach, don't mean that I'm not gonna call it how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference too. Some people call it how they wish it was. I call it how I feel like it really is. You know what I'm saying? And that separates me a little more. But I say this all the time to people, man. You gotta be enjoying what you're watching, man, to speak on it every day. And I truly enjoy it. So it's always something going on in boxing if you just pay attention. Like I said, man, opportunities come in the weirdest places in this sport. Nobody seen Rollie getting a title shot at 140. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody seen that. But then people are so one-sided. They're like, Rollie ain't never been at 140. We don't know how he gonna look. He probably looked at home because the crazy weight cut that he was making to get to 35 was ridiculous. So maybe it's a chance he might be a little stronger, a little healthier up there. Who knows? No, he's not gonna just turn around and be the most skilled guy. But again, just think nothing is one way in boxing and anything can happen. They ain't like they put him in there with the most dangerous champion. I think the powers that be might be up to something, man. I think that's a more winnable fight than people might actually really want to admit to. I really do. The bias derived from not being able to separate love for a boxer as opposed to love for boxing. Facts, bro. You couldn't be more right. You couldn't be more right, bro. You couldn't be more right. That's a Snapple fact right there, bro. Salute to my bro Mike Kirkland one more time, man. Much appreciation, bro. I love it. You gotta love it, and I do. I don't force it. I love it. Ghost, what's good? Appreciate you pulling back up, man. How you feeling? Oh, Rollie win this fight. Seem like he a cool dude. Right. I'm rooting for him, Ghost. I'm rooting for him. I'm not rooting against Puello, but I'm just rooting for Rollie. Is that weird? But I am. I never thought I'd be saying it, but I'm rooting for him on the low. Peanut King, salute, fam. Glad Rollie and Tank shook hands. Right. I'm glad you brought that up real quick just to add to that. Do you see how the media would love nothing more for them to be beefing? They would love that. It's entertainment. Yeah, he probably truly agitated and didn't like him because he was doing a lot of talking, but it's a little different when y'all engage in fisticuffs. It's a little bit more respect that kind of take place, and that's all you're seeing was mutual respect. You're seeing him walk right up to Tank and dap him up. That's what I like to see, man. It don't got to be kumbaya. Everybody ain't got to be cool. I get it. It's the hurt business, but they still men at the end of the day, and you should be able to fight a man and act like a man after that fight. Not behave like a man always. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Tank is, and salute to Rollie. You know what I'm saying? I think part of him, he's here to entertain and get the most that he could out the sport. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be the most skilled guy. We all know that, but he's nonetheless, he's entertaining and he's brave to a degree. You get what I'm saying? So salute to the entire chat. Right. Go smash that like button, everybody, and sub to the channel if you're new. Tank from the city, Baltimore, West Side, same town. He was knocking out grown folks when he was 13. Right, bro. Sitting in, he parked a couple of them heavyweights too, man. Rooting for the underdogs, man. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Caleb Plant right now. No, I'm not rooting against Benavidez, if y'all can understand what I'm saying. I'm not rooting on his demise, but I can root for the success of Caleb Plant. You get what I'm saying? I'm not rooting for Benavidez not to make it and be successful, but in that particular fight, I'm rolling with my boy Caleb. Get that belt, Rollie, and start calling people out. Right, Mike? Right. D-Free, what's good with it? They take away from the fight and just look at the skills, and they will have a better outlook on these fighters. Talk to him, D-Free. Same thing I'm saying. there's nothing, absolutely zero wrong with being passionate, but there is something wrong with being emotional when you're making an assessment. It will be lopsided every time. Trust my words, bro. A passionate assessment is far different than an emotional one. I'm telling you, and a lot of people are emotional in this sport. And I get it. It's a sport. It do something to you. It get us all pumped up. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to find balance, especially when you're speaking on it every day. I'm not going to be the one being quoted and caught just saying any and everything. I ain't going to get it all right. I ain't perfect. I don't know everything. But I'm going to always take my logic with me everywhere I go, with every boxing conversation. Your Tank really hurt all his friends he grew up with. Box with a dad going through a lot. I'm telling, bro, he beating the odds right now, Peanut. He beating the odds, bro. Beating the odds right now. I can't do nothing but root for it, to be honest with you. Me personally, I can't do nothing but root for it, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah. It's like orchestrated. It was like orchestrated. And you keep asking the dude, and you know Rollie gonna talk it. He gonna sell it. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you could see that it was really no love lost. You know what I'm saying? He could talk all that he want. I don't care if he get on the interview today and when I end this live or now talking crazy. I know what it is with Rollie. Think he a good dude. I just think he an entertainer, and he trying to make the most out of his opportunities with the skill set that he do got. With the opportunities, with the hand, he's playing the hand he dealt. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Carlos Adames, he elevates to full champion status. The man fought to losing the daughter. Nobody got no excuses, especially not paid millionaires. Yeah, but man, that's tough to fight after that, man. Salute to Carlos Adames, man. Salute to Carlos Adames. Salute to J-Rock for taking on that challenge, because that's gonna be a tough fight. Edgar Chavez, Jersey in the building. Salute to you, bro. We appreciate you pulling back up. I feel you, Ghost. I feel you, bro. Ambulance emergency service on ringside for Caleb Park close to the ring. I feel you, Skills. My boy Caleb about to shock y'all. Watch. Caleb going to shock y'all. But yeah, man, salute to Rollie for getting this opportunity. I think he's going to make the most of it. You know what I'm saying? They got a date. They seem like they throwing out there May 13th. Let's see it, bro. Let's see it. 140 continues to be a very interesting division. I'm gonna make sure I follow, any current news that's going on with 140 as it materializes, because like I said, I think they need a brighter light shined on that division, particularly because they have a lot of talent. They got some emerging talent coming out of nowhere. Like, again, I said this earlier, Richardson Hitchens put everybody on the map. A lot more people should know who Richardson Hitchens is. And y'all should know his name ain't Hitchinson. You know what I mean? Hitchinson. It's not that. It's Richardson Hitchens. Hitchens, man. He was born to do this. That man last name is Hitchens. He was born to punch people in the face, man. Trust me. He was born to punch people in the face. Some people don't know. It was Calvin Real Friends. That was The Wire. Was about the real dudes and humble. Right. Salute to Coach Calvin, man. He a real one, man. If he does, Morrell next. I see it. They're gonna have to get that man his just due, because he there and he gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Plant gonna beat David bad. I feel you. Rollie wins. David B. I'm gonna get the flock for this one, possibly Ryan. Nah, you ain't gonna get. Oh, nah, you ain't gonna get no flack, bro. If that's how you feel, it's all good, Brody. You know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like Rollie could pull this win off. I'm not saying he is, undoubtedly. I'm saying I really feel like he got a real opportunity to pull an upset and become a champion at 140. I really do. It's crazy, but I truly think that's possible for him. I mean, it's crazy enough, but we've seen stranger things happen in boxing. You get what I'm saying? We've seen Cambosis beat T.O. You get what I'm saying? So you just never know. So Rollie, I think, gonna make the most of his opportunity. David Benavidez and Caleb Plant is gonna deliver. I'm sticking to it, y'all. If I'm wrong, so what? I'm not. I don't have an ego when it comes to this boxing stuff. I don't care about being right or wrong when it comes to making a pick. So again, I'm going with my boy Caleb just because so many people are sleeping on him, they doubting him. I think he's gonna shock some of y'all. He's gonna surprise some people, man. Trust me. Win, lose, or draw, he's gonna surprise some people. They're gonna put some respect on Caleb Sweet Hand's name, man. You know what I'm saying? Everyone that was 68 better stay away from Morrell at this moment unless you want to short your career. Yeah, Morrell is a dog, bro. He is. He is. But again, Benavidez said after this fight, assuming that he gets past Caleb Plant, he named the names. He said, you know, well, he had 4 fights left at 75, and you know, I mean 68, my bad, 68. And then Caleb Plant was one. Then he mentioned Morrell, Boo Boo Andre, you know what I mean? Who else did he mention? Canelo, you know what I'm saying? So maybe he get these fights, but he said if he can't get the fights that he want, he going up to 175. So let's see how everything play out. First things first, he got business to handle, and he got to get past the very talented Caleb Plant. And it's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy because he's very get there. I can say put them in there. The ring does not lie. I'm with Morrell. Yeah, Morrell serious. Everybody got Tank. I got the underdog shit. Everybody don't got him. A lot of people do. But everybody don't skill. Some people really picking Ryan. Real talk. Some people really picking him. I'll be my boy BVO at BVO Boxing got Ryan. I would do some very mean things to Benavidez and Caleb Plant, like Reese just said, levels. Let's see it, man. I'm with all of it, yo. I'm with all of it, y'all. I want to see it all. Benavidez said it's always straight in the center. True. To be around the black box, but you think they be clowning him, Rollie want to hang around him. Because he know, man, we the cool kids on the block. Benavidez acting like a Morrell ain't signed his in last year. You a duck, fat boy. Morrell gonna expose you. Let's see it, man. Let's see it. The possibilities are there as long as they both participate at 168 and continue to win, which I think is a real possibility, especially if Benavidez get past Plant. I don't see too many people being able to really beat Benavidez at 68. I see it being some, but I think the list is very short. You won't get past Plant. I feel you, Josh. I'm rolling with Plant for this one. Pros don't make fight predictions no better than us. Right. Facts, Mike. All facts, bro. All facts. I got Tank. I feel you, Brody. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. And that's an all fact. The uppercut gonna hurt Ryan. I'm telling you, connect that uppercut. It's gonna be a melatonin movie playing in Ryan's head while he sleep. I'm trying to tell you. Tank talk fine. Everything's doing well. He can box again. He's doing well. Made a lot of progress. That's good to hear. Go salute to Ados. Your boss Anuli. Barbara D, salute to the queen. Appreciate you pulling back up for the second time. Salute to everybody in the building. Terrence Crawford, taking the easy way out. He's in his senior years and he just wants to coast and get easy bags, but that could backfire. Most definitely, absolutely, 100%. It could. It could, and we've seen it happen before. Not saying that it will, undoubtedly, but the possibility always looms when you It's almost like going to the well one too many times. You get what I'm saying? And you give inferior opposition enough time, enough opportunities at the throne, somebody gonna capitalize. You get what I'm saying? If you give it, you continue to give inferior opposition an opportunity at the throne, sooner or later, somebody will capitalize. And it would be the biggest fall from grace that we've seen in boxing in a long time if he was to let one of these underdogs upset him for any reason at all. I'm saying word for playing only because Benavidez working with the Juice Crew. You ask me, in my opinion, I feel you. I feel you about that. But I tell you what, he better be on the up and up because Caleb and Brad, man, I believe is putting together a damn good game plan, and it's going to be up to Caleb Plant to execute said game plan on fight night. He going to have to really bring it. You know what I'm saying? He going to have to. Chin up too, be doing baseball punch over bench and bleachers. Crazy. My bad, y'all. That was my baby girl. Cypher, what's good, fam? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. Said imminent disaster. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch that like button. Salute to everybody that pulled up for this second live. Like I said, I'm grinding, and I appreciate y'all being here. Okay. Keys to the game, boxing. Salute to you, Brody. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, my bad, Skills. I had muted. That was my baby girl at the door. My daughter, Kyla. My baby girl. Cypher, what's good with it, fam? Keys to the game, boxing. How you feeling, Brody? Appreciate you stopping through. Like I said, salute to everybody. We on this grind. Second live of the day. We going to cook for a little while more before we get on out of here. You know what I'm saying? We going to cook for a little while more. BC, my bro, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, Brody? Appreciate you stopping back through. How you feeling, bro? Don't work too hard over there. I know you be putting that work in.
Domino's new loaded tots are covered with milk.
Bad y'all. Beterbiev working with Angel, Mino, and Heredia. Yeah, I just don't like that. I just don't like that move. I don't get it. I don't think he need to associate himself with somebody with a story past like that dude, Mimo. But if he that's what he feel like is gonna get him the edge, if that's the person he feel like he need to work with, then so be it. But I just hope everything is on the up and up. And again, you know, you open up you subject yourself to a certain level of criticism when you work with guys with story past. Like you got to be smarter than that. You get what I'm saying? He got to be a lot smarter than that. But it is what it is. You just better be on the up and up. Yeah. I shared it. Stormy. And once again, I appreciate you for inviting me to the Eye of the Storm, man. And let's do it again whenever you're ready. Appreciate you, OG. Appreciate you. Yeah, I shared it. Yeah, I did. Appreciate you. All the way back to work and found out school's closed today, so I'm going back home and rest. Oh, man, that's somewhat good news, man, that you can rest, you know? Good, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a little rest, knowing when you put in that work, you know what I'm saying, the way you do, so. Salute to my bro, BC. Final prediction. Tank versus Ryan, David Benavidez versus Plant, whether we like it or not. These fights are very close, 50-50. Whoever makes first mistake without adjustments, no recovery, will pay. I feel that. I ain't mad at that at all. My bro. I really ain't. No. Yes, appreciate you, Stormy. Appreciate you, man. It's much appreciated. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. If y'all didn't check it, man, Stormy had a nice build, man. Y'all know your boy Just all about the build, man. Stormy had a nice build on this channel. I shared it. If y'all didn't catch it, man, feel free to check it out. Y'all got the time to. Much appreciated to the OG, man. Okay, thank you. Still got some questions. I say we get to some 365 testing for both guys, run the test for EPL and a few other things. Hey, look, man, anything that's going better for the betterment of the sport, Ghost. I'm 100% for it. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Miss Joette, the queen, showing up, showing love, much appreciation in that super chat. Just a little color for the grind. That's a lot of color. Appreciate you, man. Especially from me. I appreciate it, queen. Salute to Miss Joette.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Salute to the queen. I'm showing up on Tuesday tussle. Yes, sir. I'll be there too. I'll be there as well. Mr. Holmes, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Ain't that J-Rock gonna get hurt? If we being honest, man, listen, I love J-Rock. This is gonna be a tough fight for him. It's gonna be at 160. He had one fight at 160 already. He got a decision win. I believe it was like an 8-rounder or something like that. The level of opponent that he was in there the last time out, I know Carlos Adames is going to present such a different challenge for him that it's just going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough fight. He had 160. He not the biggest 160. Carlos Adames is filled out. He been at 160. It's going to be a tough fight to win, man. It's going to be a tough fight to win. Nonetheless, I respect him for taking the challenge. You know, you never known J-Rock to duck no smoke or tuck his tail. So, I mean, I expect him to compete. Let's see what kind of shape he be in, man. But he got that scar tissue, which has me concerned. And again, his last test just was a mild test. It wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a considerable jump in class from the guy he fought last time to Carlos Adames. Floyd did it. Why can't these people? Why clean boxing program by WC call USADA, right? And make it 365 random drug testing, right? Salute to the Queen, Miss Joette. Appreciate you. Carlos about to ether that brother. Whoever sanctioning that is wrong. Hey, man, you got to get in there, right? You can't play no boxing. Carlos sleeping from Southpaw. That's going to be a tough fight. Carlos got some mean uppercuts, and J-Rock love uppercuts. Man, you know that's his Achilles heel just a bit. You know what I mean? Them uppercuts haven't been good to J-Rock. You get what I'm saying? They've been good for his opponents, but they ain't been good for him, man. So, again, that's a tough out for him, man. I rock with J-Rock, but it's going to be a tough fight. Carlos Adames is a real threat in there. And, man, I just hope he come in shape and prepared, man, because, again, Adames could punch, man, and he can box with that power. He got some good power and got some sneaky speed. He's talented, man. Dude is talented for sure. So it's going to be a tough fight for J-Rock, but that's where we at. I mean, June 24th, J-Rock got to get in there and show something. He got to see what's left, what he got left in the tank. People about dirty should be banned for life. Dirty fighting is for weaklings. So, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm just sick of hearing about it. You get what I'm saying? And it's one thing to pop dirty, but nobody owns up to it. It's pissing me off. It's frustrating. Like, how are we supposed to believe y'all? Nobody's owning up to it. None of the you know, it's always something else. There's no accountability, you know what I'm saying? And then for them to just be giving guys slaps on the wrist is just a spit in the face to the sport, you know what I'm saying? So I just can't rock with no cheaters. Like I said, man, the latest one with Conor Ben, he just bogus. The way he carrying it and running around like the world owe him something. Bro, you cheated, bro. You cheated. We don't owe you nothing. We don't owe you nothing. You owe us great fights and clean fights. We don't owe you nothing. You can stick your finger up in pictures. You can ride around, be rich, and spoil it all you want, bro. But the fact remains is you gave up positive tests. You know what I mean? With clomiphene in it. We ain't do it. And then you're going to talk about a high elevated consumption of eggs. Man, nobody trying to hear that garbage. You know what I mean? You out of all people. Yeah, it's always the guys that is privy to better eating and the money, but eating bad. It's always y'all eating bad. But we out here regular said we ain't eating eggs with clomiphene in it. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I ain't trying to hear that. You probably was trying to mask some other stuff. Why else? Like, I'm not trying to hear it, bro. Then you out here with your body transformation and you want to take pictures. Like, who take pictures of their body like that flexing all the time? Bodybuilders are on my line. You running around carrying it like a bodybuilder, running around here. You can't stay out the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Flexing, taking pictures of yourself. Like, how many pictures do you need of yourself? Muscle, man. Like, we know you got muscles. All right. Muscles don't win fights. We know that too. We know that too. We don't care. We don't care about your physique, bro. We don't care. We don't care. This ain't modeling, bro. This boxing. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care, bro. This guy is amazing, man. Run around sticking your finger up mad, tweeting at Errol Spence, talking crazy, talking about what his father once did. You ain't do it. You ain't do it. You ain't came over here and got no smoke. What you talking about? What your pops did. You didn't do it, bro. What you did do is come up with some bogus story about some eggs and you treating it like the world did you wrong, man. And get going, man. Get out of boxing, man. Go fight somebody for real. Errol Spence ain't no Chris Algieri, boy. Ain't no damn Chris Algieri, that's for sure. You won't get in there and do that with him. Eggs or not, you're going to need more than a high elevated consumption of eggs to beat EJ, buddy. Ain't even came over here to get no smoke. You talking about you, he been talking a lot. You'll fight him. Yeah, all right. That sound good. That sound good, buddy. Ain't even, Mr. I ain't crossed the pond yet, but I'll come beat EJ, right? Okay. Yeah, all right. You ain't even want to fight Avanesian. Yeah, word got back. Yeah, I heard he was out. He was the one turning down David Avanesian. Why you ain't been fighting before Bud fought? Get your ass out of here, man. I really was rooting for that dude. I just don't like how he carrying it like a spoiled rich kid, man. Sticking your finger up in pictures, you weirdo. Don't nobody care about you being mad. You ain't gonna do nothing. Go beat somebody up. Off the eggs, muscle man. Pop dirty again. I'm telling you, the next excuse these fighters gonna use for popping dirty, they're gonna be like, I breathed the wrong air. I knew I shouldn't have trained out there. Like, yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Bet you still probably eating eggs right now, too. Show ass on, man. Nobody rocking with that. Earl will beat you down. In case you haven't noticed, the muscles will do you no good against big fish. He'll beat you up bad. Bad. Eggs or not, bro. Eggs or not, Juice, man. I just don't like the way he carrying it. That's why it just kind of pissed me off to even hear about him. Then he got the nerve to be talking about him fighting Manny Pacquiao. Yo, get out of here, bro. Don't nobody want to see Manny Pacquiao get beat up again. We seen what Ugas just did to him. Why we want to see a dude? Look how boxing is. A dude that just got accused for popping dirty. You want to put him in there with an old man. An old legend. No disrespect to Manny. He's an old legend. He got beat up bad by Ugas, man. Man. I'm telling you, Ghost, man, they crazy, bro. Man, they sweeping these joints under the rug, and then you tweeting at Spence. Yeah, it's the breakfast. Imagine blaming popping dirty on breakfast. What's next, bro? The cereal was bad? Damn, bro. Like, get y'all, man. Come on, man. What you gonna be? Your Quaker Oats had something in it? Your Quaker Oats was spiked too next, right? And tea, yo, tea. The tea, the steak, boar nuts, ain't nothing good. What could we eat, bro? According to y'all, not many people eat eggs. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm trying to turn into the Hawk too. I'm slim as hell over here. I'm trying to Hawk out too, Connor. Send me a dozen. However many you had to eat, I eat too. Just let me know where them eggs at, bro. I just need to know. Hold on, I'm missing mine. Bless you, baby boy. Muscles don't win fights. I'm telling you, we know this too, man. Facts, bro. Facts. You feel me? Skills. Ashley's corner. Salute to you, cuz. How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling back up. What up? What's up? What's going on, Ash? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping back through. All these eggs can't help his action figure ass from getting whooped by EJ. Egg gets slaughtered, man. Beat down. Bad. Get your ass out of here, man. Just be real with yourself. We don't want to see you fight Pacquiao. What we want to see you do is cross the pond and get some real smoke. That'd be great. That'd be great. You can have your eggs and all that. That's not going to help you over here in these states. You're going to get beat down, bro. You're going to get beat down, bro. Facts, BC. Skills always on it, man. I'm not a fighter same age as fight. Shame on him. You get what I'm saying, man? Get come on, man. How is that even your focus right now? Why are you even allowing them to use your name with Manny Pacquiao? You out here playing with people. You think that's going to take the attention off the fact that you told us you had too many eggs? That's why you had a clomiphene in your system, bro. That's not going to work. Newsflash, Connor, it didn't work, bro. It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's in the right bottom in the corner. You see him? Hoodie up. That was before he met his demise against Tank. Yo, facts, D-Free. He gonna say his Quaker Oats had something in him, bro. So who spiked your Quaker Oats, bro? You know what I'm saying? This dude crazy, bro. Yeah, he's every day. I ain't got no Hulk muscle. Yeah, I'm trying to get big, Connor. Just send me a dozen, maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? I should be good. 5 eggs. I'm still waiting on your Hulk transformation. Right. Let me know when you get some results, Ghost. I'll start my egg regimen immediately, bro. I eat the eggs, mama, popping dirty because of breakfast. Some people will believe anything. You get them time. I'm not running with it, Mike. Sorry, brother. We not believing you, mate. We not believing you, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's bullocks, as they like to say. Ain't that what they call as bullocks? That's a load of bullocks. We ain't trying to hear that. Not trying to hear it, Connor. Not, bro. That has to be one of the most ignorant excuses I heard. Yeah, he need to be kicked out of boxing. And I said, you know what? Because I don't like calling for people way of living, right? You made a mistake, right? But I just don't like the lack of self-accountability. It's nothing you did wrong. Talking about you ain't going to raise your hand for shit you ain't do wrong. You talking to EJ. Why are you mad at EJ? You ate the eggs. He just had an opinion on it. This is what makes me mad. They act like people are picking on them. Nobody is picking on you, bro. You out here cheating. Everybody that get caught, nobody did it. That's the part that makes me mad. So it's like, once you get to this, it's like you got to think about all the excuses we had to deal with before him. Boar nuts, the bad steak, you had some bad tacos, or whatever you said it was. Oscar Valdez had some bogus ass tea. Like, come on, man. That shit got to stop. At some point, we draw the line at the eggs, bro. The eggs is where we draw the line, especially when we don't know what kind of eggs they was, bro. We draw the line. We ain't trying to hear it. Day, but it goes right, Queen, right. Var World Boxing, salute to you, family. How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. There's a 15-round fight, spins before you get kicked out, right? Or you gotta come over here and fight Boots or something. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that, no excuses. You gotta fight Boots. We don't want to hear nothing. Fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? Then fight Spence. You know what I'm saying? Back to back. Mike Biggs boxing, my bro. Salute to you, Brody. Appreciate you pulling back up for the second trip around the globe. Appreciate you, man. I'm telling you, yeah, put him in there with Spence and let Spence pound on him. You know what I'm saying? Bradley's one of the most ripped boxers ever. 13 KOs with over 30 wins. Right. Almost totally void of power. Muscle do not equate to power. If anything, it impedes your endurance. And that's all facts. All facts, skills. Gotta drop a flame for my bro. That was all facts. He got his ass gonna learn the hard way. Muscles Malone, Muscle Muldoon. It ain't gonna work, bro. It ain't gonna work. You can take your muscular ass over here if you want. Test tube. Where you at, bro? This dude really makes me mad, bro. Look at him. Like a damn linebacker or something. And Eddie Hearn right back there with the needle. Don't give a damn. That's the reality of it. This picture, this illustrates so much right here when it comes to these dudes. Well, I don't see any reason why the fight shouldn't continue. Yeah, I bet you don't. You sit there with a straight face with them blue eyes and lie right through your teeth, Eddie. Then y'all bogus as hell. Y'all got the nerve to try to up the ante on DAZN because you out here giving their money away. Because you giving DAZN, let me get this straight, Eddie, because you're giving DAZN money away. The people got to pay for that, for some of the mediocre cars that you be giving us. Then we don't even know if your fighters is clean, man. Come on, man. I'm tired. I done had enough, man. The eggs is where I draw the line, bro. We draw the line at the eggs, Connor. Eggs ain't do that. Swole ass. It's eggs. I will never get over that shit. I swear. Yeah, Johnny Bravo. I swear, Josh. That's what he look like. Kurt, my bro, appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling, Kurt? DP Rocker, my bro. What's good with Connor Schwarzenegger? Facts, bro. Connor Schwarzenegger. Oh. About him, man. So I'm gonna get this dude off our screen, man. Get him off our screen. I just wanted to be sure, like, the eggs ain't doing this, Muscle Muldoon. The eggs ain't doing this, bro. Like, say what you want. And you bought that beard too. Now word got back. Yeah, I seen the pictures too. I seen them. You bought that beard too. You bought that beard and that body, boy. BBE. He ain't go get no BBL. Beard, body, and eggs. That's what he is. BBE. He wouldn't got a BBE. Beard, body, and eggs, bro. I'm telling you. About to get some eggs right now. I'm telling you, bro. Right now, immediately, bro. Boy, we got a BBE. I ain't never heard of that. Seen Emo say he ain't really get dropped. Yeah. He bogus too. I've been trying to let him live because he been talking crazy, Ghost. I've been seeing them interviews too. He been tripping. He think I ain't word ain't get back. I've been seeing him, hearing him, should I say, talking crazy. Chris Colbert, you better focus on El Rayo because he gonna try to smoke you. I'm trying to tell you something good for yourself. I'm telling you, Chris Colbert, better focus up, buddy. Better focus up. But yeah, man, salute, man. Just to wrap up on that side of things, man. J-Rock is reported to be fighting Carlos Adames June 24th at 160. That's a dangerous fight for him. It's a very dangerous fight for him. Let's see. And I hope he's prepared, man, because I really don't want to see him get hurt. Carlos Adames is surging right now, and J-Rock has kind of been, you know what I mean, not all the way himself. So we're going to see. It's a tough fight, though. I retract my pick. Elmo not winning. He too delusional. He is, man. He's very delusional, bro. And he still don't understand why he lost. And something tells me he's bound to lose again because of that. And I'm sitting up here trying to pull for him. But when I hear him talk, I'm not sure that he get it. Like, bro, you lost. You keep, oh my God, I don't know how I lost to this guy. I'm not taking nothing from him. Yeah, you are. Why are you so surprised that you lost to a dude that ain't never lost with you? You get what I'm saying? A damn Olympian. Why are you so surprised that he beat you on the night where you didn't have your best performance, obviously? Get what I'm saying? You got beat up, bro. Understand that. He was the better man that night, and he might be the better fighter in general, period. That's up to you to prove the people wrong. Now you got a kid in El Rayo coming off his first loss, but he was a knockout loss, so he got embarrassed more than you did. But something tells me he sound more locked in than you do. He sound. Again, key word, he sound. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how focused he is, too, because I'm not all the way sold on him yet either, man, because he lacks defense. And I'm telling you, if he don't learn to make defense a priority in every fight, he going to have problems moving forward. That all offense shit, they ain't going to work. Not moving up to the top level, man. So, again, El Rayo got to show me something, too. It ain't going to be easy for him. He'll keep his chin tucked all night. He got a chance against the Diamonds respectfully. I'm telling you, you got to be switched on. You got to be focused, man. J-Rock really can fight, but I just don't know what version of him we going to get in there. You get what I'm saying? I truly don't know. I don't know. I just know Adames is young and hungry right now, and he coming, man. He a tough out. He a tough out, man. But we going to see. Cobra can't punch. You know what's crazy, Roja? He don't got a lot of knockouts, right? Cobra got like 6 knockouts, right? But in those knockouts, I don't know if you've seen some of the fights I've seen. I know they were lesser competition, right? I would assume, but man, some of these dudes were looked at as guys that had chins. Like I seen Cobra take the fight to some people and stop them, like beat them up. You know what I'm saying? I know some of his earlier fights, but he still was he was whooping some ass, man. When he sit down on the punches, he could do a little damage. I will say that I've seen him do it. And all I'm saying is Rayo, one of the biggest questions too, because again, he's fighting at 35, right? He's saying he's going back down to 130 after this. But he's saying like for his first fight back, he didn't want to kill his body to get all the way back down to 130. That's a small concern because it's like, if that's the weight you fight at, that's the weight you fight at. What you mean you don't want to kill your body? I don't get it. I ain't get that. So I don't know. I just don't know how you're going to respond at 135, man, because there's a good chance he could fuck around and get knocked out, man. He messed around and get knocked out. I'm telling you. Diamond switches to southpaw is over for J-Rock. And hey, man, Roger, you know he going to switch to southpaw, bro. He's going to do it. But yeah, Roger, I seen him sit down a bit on his punches and get a desired effect. For real, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have. I'm not saying he's gonna do that with Rayo, but he damn sure gonna have to box for sure. You know what I'm saying? You have to be smart in there. Like again, Chris Cobra to me, like I don't think he trash because he didn't lose to a trash fighter. You know what I'm saying? It's the way he lost was the worst part about it. It's not just that he lost, it's how he lost. He mentally checked out and stopped trying. Like he packed it in. You know what I'm saying? After he got knocked down, about the 7th round or so, he looked like he mentally checked out. And that's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So the last impression of Chris Colbert, the last impression he left on us was a bad taste in our mouth the way he finished that fight. You know what I'm saying? It was ugly. It was ugly for him. But I do think he could rebound from it. I just think he had a very bad night in the office. I think he was in there with the right opponent. I think he slightly overlooked Hector Garcia. He could say what he want, but you had to slightly overlook him because if you didn't, then you shouldn't be so surprised that you having your off night and then fighting a guy that can fight. You shouldn't be so surprised that you lost. You get what I'm saying? J-Rock, though, he look confused. I'm telling you, Jelly Bean, salute, family. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. I like to kind of like too short to be angry here. Yeah, facts though. Facts. Y'all smash that like button for me. We're gonna cook for a bit longer. Ryo 5'11". Get how big he was. He is, yeah. Now that Ryo is, he said it. He said he box rec had his height wrong or something. They might have fixed it though. Tay Tay, the queen of MMA combat. Salute to you, Tay Tay. Appreciate you pulling up, queen. How you feeling? Salute to the queen, Tay Tay. He's almost rise to the stands. Carlos especially. Yeah, Carlos is a damn good fighter, bro. Damn good fighter. How to get knocked out trying to go out like Cobra. Nah. Go out on the shield, Mike, because again, had he got knocked out going for it, it just would have been a different level of respect for that. You get what I'm saying? Then mentally checking out and curring out and getting on your bike in a fight that you clearly was losing. Like the tactics that he chose down the stretch put him in this situation to lose the fight more. So that was just very confusing. I was surprised to see him check out like that. Right, you got to cut up. Appreciate you, Tay Tay. Y'all punch that like button, like the queen said. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody pulling back up for the second cook, like I keep saying, man, because I know how it is, man. And I know y'all be in these streets heavy, man. Right, lands that left on Cobra's chin. He's going to run again. I'm telling you, if he do that, Roger, if he check out, he going to be in trouble, man. He going to be in some trouble, bro. Material to good ain't on them. Nah, they do though. They do. You gotta cook them sometimes, DP. Have some fun with it, man. It's all love. It's all within the love of the sport. You know, we gotta throw some jokes in there. But so man, I wanted to get to this possibility that I'm reporting this as, right? I'm not reporting this as fact, right? Because we know how the sport of boxing could change on you just like that. But while we here, family, what's y'all thoughts on Beterbiev potential next opponent being Callum Smith, and a potential Bivol next opponent is Joshua Buatsi? They saying potentially, like if it goes the way I read it, they would put both of those guys on the same card with those being their opponents. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know the likelihood of that, but if not, then that's their next opponent. They're saying Joshua Buatsi for DMITRII Bivol, and for ARTUR Beterbiev, Callum Smith. I like it if they can't make the Bivol fight. Right. That's why I'm at. I had to include y'all in on this one. I could tell y'all how I feel about it. Right. I'm with you, D3. Now I'm saying, again, I was a little hard on Callum Smith, but he do got just the one loss to Canelo. He didn't get knocked out, but he just got drummed on. He got beat on like a drum. And that was one of my lasting impressions of this dude. So I just wasn't impressed with the way he allowed that fight to materialize. Like he to me, just simply just didn't do enough. And I just couldn't understand, like, why would you be the much longer, taller guy and allow this much smaller, shorter man to punch on you like that? That was mind-blowing. The dynamics of it, you just look at the fight, you like, yo, what? Punch this tall, punch his ass. Like, you tall, long dude, yo. You just like Canelo well on him, and it pissed me off bad. You know what I'm saying? Real bad. Missing no more home cooking, bros. Oh, man, he appreciate you, man. I appreciate that, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. That's just Eddie. Hearn being himself just gives the fights we want, man. You get what I'm saying? Rose would call it immediately. Like, come on, man. Appreciate you, BC. Nas coming to the city. Salute to Nas. Personal, I think Bivol and Beterbiev should skip these fights and get in there with each other. It's only fun dispute, just saying respectfully. Right. And again, I think it was something about Ramadan and like the scheduling or something of the fights or something like that. The scheduling of the fights. Something about Ramadan and him might not being ready by that time with Beterbiev. So in the meantime, oh yeah, my bad. Pardon me, because I said something about the same card. Not the same card, but those being the two fights. So they mentioned Bivol in the meantime fighting Joshua Buatsi. You know, he's a solid opponent, but I think Bivol's movement and discipline and his rhythm would be too much for Buatsi. I think he's a bit stiff to me. He's a bit stiff, but he can fight, he can box, but he's a little bit stiff. And I think Bivol's fluidity, man, will give him a lot of problems, man. I think the movement, the rhythm that Bivol fights with, and he's very disciplined. I think he'll outbox Joshua Buatsi. I don't see him stopping him or nothing like that. I think he'll outbox him. And I think Beterbiev close the gap on Callum Smith and stop him as well, because the way I seen him fight a guy with power in Canelo, he was just gun shy in there. And remember, Canelo punched a crazy lump in Callum Smith's arm. I just hated to see a guy that tall stand there and just take punishment, like a tall punching bag. It pissed me off. I think Callum Smith like 6'4" too, something like that. 2 easy touches before Undisputed. I'm with it if it's on the same card or going to be the main event. I think now, matter of fact, let me go to it. My bad, because I said on the same card. I apologize, y'all. Separate, because there's something with the timing. Something with the timing. Let me go to it. Where it's at? Where it's at? I was just reading this. Oh, all right, here we go. Hold on. No, I might be right, yeah. Very possible. No, pardon me, y'all. I was right. I wasn't tripping. It is. They did say the same card. They did say the same card. Facts, Ash. They did say the same card. So Beterbiev versus Callum Smith and Bivol versus Buatsi for possibly, y'all, keyword possibly, for June 3rd. So again, like Rose just said, this is more Eddie Hearn being Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? But hey, but that would be with the hopes to leading them right to each other for Undisputed. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not particularly mad at it. You get what I'm saying? Beterbiev matchup, the winner is almost predetermined. Just give us Bivol versus ARTUR. I feel you, but I feel like Callum Smith, it give him he'll make it interesting, I think, and I think Beterbiev is getting older. He is getting older. He is getting older, so we'll see. I just won't set them to fight each other. Right. It's crazy, but that's what they do. That's what they do. Buatsi beat Craig Richards. Craig Richards could have beat Bivol. I think Bivol versus Buatsi 50-50. I ain't mad at that. I listen, he did give him a good fight, and I did see when Buatsi beat him, but he gave Buatsi also a good fight. I think Buatsi and Craig Richards was closer than Bivol and Craig Richards. That's just me, Mr. Holmes. I think but I see where you're going though. It still can be a very competitive fight for sure. For sure. Buatsi can fight. He can fight. He's just a bit stiff for me. I mean, just a bit stiff. Maybe a little inexperienced on his part. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But nonetheless, it'd be an interesting fight. I wouldn't be mad at it. With your Wu-Tang apparel on. Salute to everybody in the chat. Much love to all y'all pulling up for this second live. Salute to everybody, man. This is my job. It's a beast. You might beat him right. He ain't never fought anybody across the pond. Yeah. It's always interesting to see like how he respond. Where is this fight at? No, yeah, possibly though. That's what they saying, Ash, for June 3rd. Possible for June 3rd. This is Eddie Hearn. This is something he trying to pull off. I mean, putting them on the same card. And let's see. Let me see. All right, let me read a little bit of this, y'all. He's saying, if Hearn could pull this off with Beterbiev and Bivol sharing the same card in a doubleheader on June 3rd, it would be a massive and perfect way to build a mega fight between them for the later of this year or the first quarter of 2024. So they're trying to, in hopes if things were to go right, they make this fight on June 3rd, this doubleheader, and then with hopes to get them in there, at the end of this year, which I don't think, and it'd probably be the first quarter of 2024. So if that's the exact fight that they're going with, I'm cool with it. I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Fallback was paid off. Kovalev, I always felt like that. He took that quick turnaround, bro, and he needed that money because he had some legal issues. Both of them going to get stopped, in my opinion. If they fight Beterbiev, I'm thinking, right dude, though, who had Joshua Buatsi fought. The last guy he fought was Craig Richards, Ash. Craig Richards, I believe. I think that was the last fight for Buatsi. Beterbiev is a bear disguised as a dude. Man, I'm telling you, I say this all the time. He a bear with gloves. Sean Clark, my bro. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Appreciate you. A1 Hoop Zone. Appreciate you pulling back up for the second time. A1. Salute to my Brody, man. Smith getting stopped by Beterbiev. Yeah, man, I think so too. I think he closes the gap, Jay Reddy, eventually, and I think he stops him. I do. I think he do. We are receiving too many appetizers rather than the main course box of bills. I know. Fireworks, meaningful 50-50 match suspense is getting weird now. But see, look, I think what it is sometimes we want everything right now. And again, look, we ain't got no reason why they shouldn't be the next fight, right? Because they got the belts. It just makes, it's almost like it don't make no sense to just leave room for something crazy to happen. And I think that's what boxing is. You get what I'm saying? The theater, the unexpected. You get what I'm saying? You never know. Say Beterbiev slip up and Callum Smith catch it. Never know, right? You know what I'm saying? Joshua Buatsi catch Bivol or something. Somebody slip up. Now you got a new hero or something out the blue, a new star. Stormy said he worried about Buatsi improvements for his fight against Chris Rick. Showed me Virgil Hunter isn't teaching him to follow combinations ending with left hooks. Great assessment, OG. Talk about it, man. Did you peep that in his last fight? Am I right? Did you peep it? It's almost like he wasn't. I don't know if he was not finishing combination. I don't know what he was doing, but it was like something was missing there. And I think that's what you're talking about. I promise you I was watching that fight. It was a very competitive fight. But he was getting, he was fighting, but it was something missing, and I think that's what you're saying. That's what it was. I mean, Beterbiev definitely a monster. Salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate those who pulled up for the second time. Your boy is grinding overtime, man. Her versus Mel. Waited too late. Yeah, I don't know what Hurd still got. I don't know what he got left. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I don't know. But I want to see because he's supposed to be making a ring return soon, too. He said that won't happen. Man. Oh, man. Hurd can't be blocking with his face. Now he got to change that. I knew he was in trouble. Suit to the OG, man. I thought he was in trouble when I started seeing that was a staple that he was going with. I'm like, bro, blocking punches with your face ain't cool. But yeah, June 3rd might be cutting a little too close for Beterbiev because he has Ramadan until April 21st. And it's questionable whether he'll be ready to face the big punching Callum Smith by that date. If so, it will make an exciting match to package with the potential Bivol Buatsi fight. Callum Smith, 29-1, y'all, 21 KOs. The one loss is a decision loss to Clinello. You know what I'm saying? He's 29-1, 21 KOs. He's the WBC mandatory for Beterbiev. That's what it is. You know what I mean? But, unifications and undisputed obviously should trump a mandatory obligation, right? I got to be about somebody getting their guy a shot or something like that. Why they just won't bypass mandatory and just make that fight is beyond me. You think Hurd is done? It could be. I just don't want to count him out too soon. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen people be able to turn it around. But again, I'm an optimist when it comes to boxing. I'm an optimist. You know what I'm saying? He was once one of them guys. I'm an optimistic dude. So maybe he get it together. Ramadan is rough. Right. So they figuring if that interferes, if Ramadan interferes, then it won't happen on that date. But we'll see. Nonetheless, these are some cool matchups. I'm cool with it because I understand every fight can be hard. Get it, right? So if it's a little like skill set, an appetizer before the main event, I'm not that mad at it. You know what I mean? But they have to deliver for sure, though. Then I would be mad at it. If they, say both guys win and they still didn't make the fight, then I would have a huge problem with it. But if that's really the next fight they give us after they fight each other, cool. Go for it, man. Go for it. Think Hurd is done at this point. Yeah, man, he possibly could be, but I don't want to count him out. He got something left in him. Because what Hurd got? What he got? 2 losses or 3? Yeah, look. These KOs of Smith are against greater stiffs than he. Right. It ain't the 21 KOs ain't nothing to sneeze at. And I seen it when he stepped in there with Canelo. Like he was a willing punching bag. He was a willing participant of getting punched repeatedly in his arm. Now, though he did hold them arms up because Canelo damn near punched a separate muscle in his arm, but Beterbiev hit considerably harder than Canelo, and I don't think he'll be able to keep him off of him. You get what I'm saying? He was able to keep Canelo from knocking him out, but that's Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He's a much smaller guy. Beterbiev is gonna stalk Callum Smith, and I don't think he has the foot movement to evade and stay away from Beterbiev. Like, I don't think so. I think he gets smoked sooner or later. Her was extremely excitement. Poor defense showing careers. Edison Miranda, right? Pavello, even Ricardo Mayorga, right. Provodnikov as well. Yeah. But see, once upon a time, Hurd wasn't doing that, y'all. Hurd wasn't doing that, taking all them punches like that. I'm telling you, I seen him. I was on to him, I think, before people got on to him, before he added a lot of the tattoos and all that other stuff. I was watching him before that. He wasn't taking that type of punishment. Now, I know it wasn't against the level of competition that he eventually started to fight, but still, the fact remains, he wasn't one of those guys. That wasn't his calling card, getting punched in his face. I'm telling you, it wasn't. He fought different. Somewhere along the lines, it changed, and not for the better. It was very dumb to change and just be taking that kind of punishment. It's silly, man. It's silly as hell. But yeah, he's a stiff guy, though, man. That was the Loma ARUM tactic. Trying it on Devin Haney. They're going to try. It's going to backfire. Case avoid. Damn it, man. What's going on with it? All right, K. He beat George Groves. Son of God, salute to you, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up. Salute to the sensei as well. Salute to the family. Hopefully everybody feeling good in here. I mean, playing out box Canelo early, he showed Canelo he was hurt and gave him life, right? Or showed him he was tired. You showed him he was tired. You know what I mean? Salute to my bro Sean and that cash app. Much appreciation to you. Give my bro
and we ain't
Sean.
never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bro Sean and that cash. I appreciate you, Brody. What's good with it, Case of Boy? How you feeling, damn it, man? He's a good fighter. Fight both of them. Fight this stop. Getting stopped, yeah. Smith ain't doing nothing with Beterbiev, man. He gonna get damaged, man. 1 point Hurd versus Jaime McGee was a potential intriguing matchup that promised beautiful violence. Right. There's no bad habits begin in the gym. Right. I agree, right? You know what I'm saying? And you just can't, you get what I'm saying? And again, what's the saying, OG? People train how they fight, how they train. And I think the same could be said for him. It's like Errol Spence is the opposite of that. You see the work rate on the bag, the discipline, you know what I mean? The consistent working on the technique just repetitiously, and the very minimal breaks that he take. You get what I'm saying? And that, like I said, that work rate, and then he get in the ring and he demonstrate the same thing. Whereas Hurd, like you said, the bad habits begin in the gym and then they transition over into the fights, which cost him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got some good wins. Facts. I just want to see what he's able to revitalize. Like, again, these dudes know they don't be living the fighter's lifestyle, and that's what be telling them eventually. That's what be catching up to them. You know what I'm saying? They know what it is. Salute to my bro Sean in the cash app, man. Canelo is smarter than he gets credit for. He is smart. He's definitely smart because he's experienced. He's very experienced. You know what I'm saying? So he's an intelligent fighter, but he's lazy, y'all. Canelo is lazy. That's his problem. So he's not without skill. It's none of that stuff. He's just a lazy guy. You get what I'm saying? I've always said that Canelo is a bit lazy in there. You know what I'm saying? Came in passport. All right, man. But yeah, so look, man, if those are the fights, possibly if they make those fights, like I said, y'all, I'm cool with them as long as they really make Undisputed, because I just don't see no reason why we can't get that fight and get it over with. If Beterbiev is set to be Undisputed, if he's just going to knock out Bivol, then, you know, so be it. I mean, you know, there's worse things in the world that happen to you than get knocked out by you know, Arthur Beterbiev for Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? There's worse stuff that can happen. There's worse stuff that can happen. You know what I'm saying? Long as you don't go in there and get dead how he did Joe Smith, because that was very bad. I just seen a still picture of how Joe Smith looked when he hit him. Oh my God. Yeah, that picture looked crazy, bro. Man, it looked crazy. And it looks crazy. It looks crazy, man. It does. But again, man, I think those are two winnable fights. They're good fights. They provide some good entertainment. I don't see Beterbiev losing to CALLUM Smith. I see him stopping him. I see Joshua Buatsi putting up a good fight against DMITRII Bivol, but I don't see him winning. I see both of those guys remaining with their O's intact, and I see them being able to fight each other if they give us what we're supposed to get. I see them being able to fight each other after they fight those two opponents. Me personally, I mean, I think Bivol is one of those guys, man. I do think he's a hell of a fighter, and think he's gonna continue to prove it. But whether or not he beats Beterbiev remains to be seen. But I'm gonna say this. I think that fight is a closer fight than what people think, especially as long as he upright. It's like once Beterbiev start touching, it get crazy in there. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to see how, you know, how well Beterbiev can deal with the rhythm of a DMITRII Bivol, and how well DMITRII Bivol can deal with the pressure, you know what I'm saying, and the power of Beterbiev. You know what I mean? Those are the questions for me in that fight. Almost lost her. We almost forgot her has a win over Tony. Yeah, the difference is one was more defensive, responsible. Harrison's career was more preserved. Right? Yeah, her. You know, despite the knockout losses, he ain't been beaten and battered for round after round after round after round. Tony Harrison. He took some, you know, some shots like his brother said, but I don't think he worse for wear like some people are. You know what I'm saying? Herb gotta get the you know, treating defense as a priority, bro. Like I don't think any fighter is gonna have a long career if you don't know how to treat defense as a priority. Not as afterthought. You get what I'm saying? Not an afterthought, not an option. Nah, defense is priority in every fight. And I think that's what Herb got away from. You know what I'm saying? And he started taking shots be his defense, and that is in no way, shape, or form defense at all. It might look good. You could take a shot and keep going for a while, but that wear and tear start to pile up. You're not supposed to be taking those clean shots like that to the face. You get what I'm saying? So everybody that has that kind of approach usually has a short career. They end up getting stopped bad. And this is why I told people I don't feel like Matias would beat Regis Prograis. I feel like he take entirely too many shots. I feel like Regis will eat that up. Not saying he won't give nothing back because he's tough as hell, but I think ultimately that'll be his undoing in that fight. The fact that he just gets hit with everything. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. Bivol and Arthur. Got you, OG. I got you. Appreciate you. I got you for sure. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button. And what did I wanted to say? Something else. I was what is this? Hold on, y'all. No. I'm looking for something else. I think I might have deleted it. I'm mad if I did. But anyway, I don't know if y'all seen the little exchange before between Shakur Stevenson and Bill Haney. He had posted some text messages of them talking to each other or something like that, but he had said he just had a good, amazing meeting or something like that with Bob Arum about Lomachenko or something like that, and he went on to say that there was no conversation of a Shakur Stevenson fight as an option or something along those lines. So, I mean, that is what it is, but that just goes to show you that Bob is old and he just be talking sometimes, because I don't know what to believe. Is that the case? Because he just said he Shakur Stevenson is most likely going to face the winner out of Devin Haney and VASYL Lomachenko. But then when Bill Haney goes and sit down with him and talk to him, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it ain't no conversation. There's no mention of Shakur being an option for Devin Haney, which I think is weird. I don't understand that. So I don't get the play over there at Top Rank. I really don't. I don't know how the rest of this is going to play out. But I do know they saying Devin Haney and Loma will fight May 20th. So if that's it, I hate to look ahead, but I'm just trying to see like what's going on and why is Shakur Stevenson not an option? I'm clueless. When he just was on record saying, you know, he's more than likely to get the winner out of Devin Haney and Devin Haney and VASYL Lomachenko. It's just a little confusing to me. I think that's Bob Arum being Bob Arum, man, telling people what they feel like, what he feel like they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And he started by telling us something we wanted to hear. Like, because anytime you got an opportunity to see one of those two dudes get in the ring, especially if it's with each other, we want to see it. So for him to say that, but then meet with Bill Haney and not discuss the open possibility of Shakur being next, I think is weird. It's weird. But we'll see. Back then, I believe that Her versus Earl was a dangerous matchup for Spence. Time reveals. Yeah, time reveals all things. It does. It do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Something don't sound right. But Shakur with it, though. Nah, man, son of God, you all good, bro. Man, this is you know, that's how I do over here. It's like we have a title, we can discuss it, but it's always, you know. So if it's something on your mind, you shoot for it. It's all good, bro. The sign Crawford signing with Golden Boy since he fighting Rocha, maybe a 2-3 deal fight, maybe Ortiz Jr. after. I'm gonna say this. I think it's a real possibility. And remember, Oscar said something about a 3-fight deal. Now, I'm not saying he's going to sign a 3-fight deal, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the path is being paved. You get what I'm saying? The first stop, Alexis Rocha. What's next? Virgil or Blair Cobb? You get what I'm saying? Right, Ash. Like, what's going on? Because Shakur it's like they was texting each other, and Shakur, I guess he like, I don't know, it seemed like Bill was laughing at the mention that he didn't mention Shakur Stevenson. Like, maybe he telling him one thing, telling him another, I don't know, but it's definitely seeming like games. But I mean, the longer you stay in the division, especially if he handled business April 8th and beat Yoshino, that's supposed to be for ain't that a title eliminator or something along them lines? I think it is. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on? Hey, man, look, no, I call it how it is, Ash, not how people want it to be. That's what it seemed like a little bit, man. You can't tell me he's not willing for the small, and I don't want people getting sensitive about it. Like, this is entertainment. This is boxing. It just seems like it's almost like you laugh at it being no mention of him being a potential opponent of his. I don't get it. I'm confused. Like, I don't know, but time is gonna reveal all things. Like, you know, I'm pulling for Dev Haney to handle business. I'm pulling for Tank to handle business. I'm pulling for Shakur to handle business, because somebody need to mix it up. We need at least one of them fights this year, man. And I feel like as long as they're in the same division and they handle business, that those fights are a possibility. And again, a lot of times people just focus on things one way. All these dudes have opportunities to mix it up once they handle business, right? I ain't pulling too much in one way or the other. I respect and rock with all of them. Despite who my favorite is, I'm still gonna call it down the middle. He looked like he want the smoke, man. I'm gonna say that, and we gonna see just how much he wanted after he win. We're gonna see what his intent is. I want to hear what he say. I want to hear what he say, who he say is next, and I want to see this. I want to see how these next fights for these kings unfold, because a lot of truth is going to be revealed, Ash. I think a lot of truth, family, everybody in here, y'all smash that like button. I feel like a lot of truth is going to be revealed, family, a lot of truths. So I'm just going to be patient. I'm not going to jump too crazy. I'm not going to try to make somebody look like a duck or scared, nothing. But I feel like time is going to reveal that. I'm not going to have to make a prejudgment. But as it stands, my boy want to smoke. That's all I know. That's what it sounds like, and that's what I'm standing on. Until I see otherwise, sound like he want to smoke. Sound like people might be playing a little bit of games, but like I said, time is going to clear all that up. Watch. It's going to clear. Smoke going to clear, and we're going to know what's what. Caesar's Crawford almost sounds too good to be true because that's a fight Crawford can lose, but it appears the case specifically to even matches in his favor. It seems that way, bro. It just do, bro. It seems that way, Scales. And again, you taking back-to-back winnable fights, and you again, the bar is Earl, right? The bar is Earl because that was the fight that got away from you, and then you fighting guys like Avanesian and Rocha. Like, it doesn't do nothing for your legacy, bro. AB. The IT. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, man? How you feeling, bro? Salute to you, my boy. To everybody in the building, man. AB the architect. Right. You boxing, appreciate you, bros. All love the man. So yeah, man, you know it, man. A1, I'm trying, bro. I got to put in this work, man. I'm embracing this space full time now. So y'all know, full steam ahead. Salute to you being here for the second time. Salute to everybody in the building that pulled up for this second live. Like I've been saying, y'all smash that like button, man. We work this. Man, we gonna get it in, bro. Salute to everybody in the building. But man, I think we got some good action to come. For sure, man. Some good fights to be made. People just gotta stand on business. Like I said, I'm a little more patient, I think, than the average boxing fan because I understand how much information could reveal itself in due time. I understand, like, when you're impatient in the sport, you can have these preconceived notions of these fighters, and I think we could, kind of rush to premature judgment. And I think I know I don't like to be one of those people, so I try to be twice as patient, maybe even 3 times as patient as the average person, because again, it's like just how I understand the importance and the value of communication. I understand the importance and the value of patience, especially in boxing. Not just when boxers are in the ring. You see, they got to display a certain level of patience when they're in that ring, right? As a spectator, a supporter of the sport, you kind of got to have, you know what I'm saying, a bit of patience, especially dealing with, like I said, one of the most imperfect sports, probably the most imperfect sport that we have. But it's still my favorite at the end of the day. So again, man, time reveals all things, man. I truly believe that, and make no mistake about it. Time will reveal exactly who won what fight and who don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's only so many excuses anybody can make. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we gonna know what time it is. When it's all said and done, we gonna understand who wanted what and who didn't. Because we're going to be able to see how people are moving, because we know everybody said a great deal. Everybody said a lot. Everybody said more than enough if you've been paying attention. So there's a certain expectation that I shared with all of these guys, because I think when the opportunity has been given, all of these guys have been very vocal about what they want and which direction they're trying to go. So again, it's going to be a certain responsibility that they share to stand on these things. You get what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. My bad, John. When Haney gaining weight, I think it's wise. Now fight Shakur 35. I moved to 140 to fight TL, who's on the top rank. Haney doesn't sign retiring for one fight. Fight 10, make some money. Yeah, I mean, look, with me, bro, nothing is one way in boxing, right? It's more than one way to get a fight, right? And I don't think the same could be said for that fight. But I think I just feel like, say for instance, right, you get Loma and Haney out the way May 20th, right? That's May. You got June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You know what I'm saying? That's about 7 more months that you're going to stay at 35 because you said you're not going up for at least the rest of this year. So my thing is, for the rest of those 7 months after you fight Loma, say you are to be successful, where do you go from there? Get what I'm saying? Which direction do you go from there? I'm not saying you got to go in a direction. I just know all the information that I've consumed up until this point. So I'm pretty much very aware of what these dudes been saying. So it's a certain way that I'm gonna expect for people to move, and we're gonna see. That go for everybody though, not just one division. That go for everybody, but particularly when we're as it pertains to 35, you know, we tend to follow that a lot closely. So, you know, it's people gonna have to stand on business. Simply put, straight up and down, no excuses, no way around it. People just gonna have to stand on business, and that's just what it is. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna see the first person or the individuals that deviate away from what message that they've been sending the entire time. You get what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be clear as day. The writing gonna be on the wall, and we're gonna be able to see what it is. And I'm gonna be very vocal about the fact that I feel like Shakur is the smoke now. And then when that change, I'm gonna change. But as it stands, I don't think he's doing anything that a fighter shouldn't be doing outside of missing weight. I feel like that was the only hiccup. He's not perfect. You know what I mean? He's not unbeatable, but I think he's a damn good fighter. I think he's a very smart fighter, very intelligent, hard-working fighter. He's very disciplined. You know what I mean? I think Luke missing weight is in some odd ways a wake-up call for him. Just another reason to never let that happen again. You get what I'm saying? So I think he's one of those fighters that learn from his mistakes. So at the end of the day, him missing weight like that will end up being a lesson, not a loss. And he's going to mature and grow from it. I expect him to. I think April 8th, he's going to put on a show. And he's going to continue to show people why he's just by far one of the best fighters in boxing. Whether you like him or not, whether you feel like he can't punch, whether you feel like he's flat-footed and can't do this and that with whoever, he one of them ones, man. He's one of them ones. Shakur, but move up, Devin Haney. Yeah. And the only reason I said this, y'all, the only reason that I'm even exploring the possibility of another fight for Dev after Loma, assuming he beats Loma, is because, like I just counted, you got about 7 months of a year left, and it has to be some kind of reason why you said you staying put for the rest of the year. Now, is it going to be in your plans to just fight Loma and coast the rest of the year without fighting and then move up to 140? I don't really see him doing that. That's a lot of a year. That's more than half a year. Just think about that, y'all. So I don't see him sitting there doing that. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting to see what direction he chooses to go, especially if he's to be successful, as I think he will be against Loma, keep his belts. It's going to be very interesting to see the next opportunity for him and the rest of the Kings. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be fun, man. I think it's going to be interesting to see how this all shake out. T.R. used to love that dude. At the belts, he became the epitome of everything wrong with boxing. Ducked his way into cherry pick going wrong with George Kambosos, man. Right? Think Dev or Shakur when the smoke clears. Right? You get what I'm saying, Sean? Something gonna have to shake, bro. Something gonna have to shake. It's gonna have to. It's gonna have to. It's really gonna have to shake, man. Oh, y'all talking to me. You know, the shot would have made more sense if Shakur wouldn't have stayed at 30 too long, respectfully. Right. He stayed there 1 or 2 fights too long, for sure, Josh. And he knows that. Now, I mean, now he got to make up for it by chasing smoke and being the smoke and taking on the absolute best challenges 135 got to offer, man. And he ain't ducking no challenges, and that's how I stand on it. And I don't feel like, to be real with you, I don't feel like none of these dudes ducked each other just yet. I just feel like they ain't the opportunity, like I will always say, they ain't presenting themselves. But when they do, I expect all of them. equally to stand on business. All of them. That's why it's 3 kings for a reason. And they all winning. They all successful. This is why we want to see these fights. So hopefully everybody get an opportunity to stand on business and then deliver by standing on business. Win, lose, or draw, I will still support all 3 of these fighters. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see them fight the absolute best, as I want to see in any other division. You know what I'm saying? Moving on from that. So salute to Bill Haney and Dev Haney. You know what I mean? Bill doing a hell of a job being a mouthpiece for Dev. Dev is doing a hell of a job doing his job, staying busy, staying ready, handling business. You know what I'm saying? Time is going to reveal some things, man. We just got to be a bit patient. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Dev, salute to Shakur, salute to Tank. You know what I mean? Moving on from them. Like I said, we got a date for Rollie and Puello at 140. That's May 13th. Hey, you know, I think it's a winnable fight. I'm rooting for Rollie too, y'all. I'm rooting for Rollie. Feel me, Ash? Man, boxing winning. I'm bringing a great energy back to boxing. I ain't complaining about none of these dudes. When they get in there, we're going to have fun watching it, and then we just going to move on because it's too much boxing to be stuck or be overly emotional about any of these dudes. They all winning, and they going to keep winning. Even if they beat each other, they still going to be winners of life. They won. You know what I mean? Boxing going to continue to thrive. That's what we want to see. And it starts by everybody standing on business, holding the fighters accountable, and just demanding that they fight the absolute best as they say they're going to. And that's it. That's all. There's no hard feelings attached to it. It's it's just what it is. That's what we want to see. Again, we spending our money, so we just want to see the absolute best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got to get up there. Start moving up, right? Start moving up. I think it'd be with intent, though. I think it's a strategic build too much for my liking. So I get you. Some people say that. I understand that for sure, Mike. I definitely understand you, bro. Definitely. I think my fighters should fight close to the walk around weight. Yeah, people been saying that, Bill. I'm bigger than Just you think Gary Antoine should be fighting Puello instead? You know what? To be honest, I felt like even with the holes that we seen in the Bartholomew fight, I still think he could have fixed some things in the gym, and I think if that Puello fight was a winnable fight for him. But at the same time, just looking at the Bartholomew fight and seeing how he was a little emotional in there, first fighting without his pops, and he looked like it. He looked emotional a bit. He looked a little eager, a little overly aggressive. Bartholomew was able to use his aggression against him a bit in there, catch him with some shots. It shook him up a bit in that fight. And it was just a little cause for concern. Now, as I read word for word, the Rances fight was the cause for concern. I think they looked at that fight. They seen some things that they liked. And from what I read, they felt as though he need to get 1 or 2 more fights before he compete for a title. And to me, that's not ducking. That's just a team making a great assessment. That's why I commend Team Russell, because it's a decision that, you know, a lot of guys want to make. A lot of teams want to make. They would have seen title shot. They would have thought dollar signs, opportunity, and you know what I mean. They would have thought about lining their pockets. I think when you really in the sport for the right reasons, and you dealing with somebody that you truly care about and want to see win, you make the tough decisions when you're forced to make them. And I think that was a tough decision. Now, I know it's a little confusion as to whether or not he pulled out of it, but it's however you want to phrase it. Like, they pulled away from the title shot. They elected not to take the title shot. It was an opportunity there. They elected to have 1 or 2 more fights and then fight. However people want to phrase it. Gary Antoine Russell is no duck. He's no sucker and none of that. You know what I'm saying? But based on what I read, if that's an inaccurate report, it was published and everything. So, I mean, it looked like that's what the case is. Why else is Rollie in position and Antoine is not? It's not like he no ducker, he's scary. But if they seen what we seen in terms of like having some small holes in defense where you need to fix that up if you're going to be competing for titles, because see, boxing is a marathon, not a sprint. How my bro A1 always come in and drop the flags, that's for the marathon. You get what I'm saying? So they're thinking about the long game. They're not thinking about just getting in there with Puello and beating him. They thinking about you getting there, yeah, you probably can beat him, but are you where you need to be to continue to have a successful long title run? Because that's what they prepping for. They want him to get a belt and continue to snatch up belts. They don't want him to get a belt, you know what I mean, after a shaky performance. He possibly could end up looking shaky winning the belt and then you continue to defend it, you know the fights get harder then because people, you're going to get the best version of those people every time because they want what you got. So in terms of them thinking, that's great assessment because to me, that says that's a team that's thinking about their long game. They're not thinking about just winning one fight, becoming a champion, making some money, and then calling the shots. They're not thinking like that. They like, nah, bro, we want to build you to not only have a successful, title fight where you win. We want you to have a successful title reign where you continue to win and at a high level. And if you got certain holes in your game, that's not going to be possible. It's going to be some problems there. You get what I'm saying? I think that's a real ass team. That's a real assessment. That's somebody that really want to see the guy that they're training win. And that's how you're supposed to do it, man. So I commend them. I tip my hat to them. I think it's dope for them to be able to be in a position where they can make a decision that's tough like that and don't care about what nobody talking about. Just do what's best for your fighter. That's what it's about. So again, man, I think Gary Antoine Russell is going to be fine. I think Team Russell is going to be fine. I think they just need some time to work on some things and just get right back at it, man. Just get right back at it. You're going to go in the gym. They're going to go fix some things and they're going to get right back to it, man. Back with Rand says, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Josh. Ain't nothing wrong with revisiting that fight. You know what I mean? And giving him his run back. You know what I mean? Got a little bit to clean up. Right. Feel me, Sean? I think that's what his team seen. And then think about it. For them to quote and highlight the Rances Bartholomew fight, that's the same fight that had us looking like, oh, shit, he's little, you know what I mean? Got touched up a little bit right there. So, again, that's what being a great team is, being able to make the tough decisions despite what people think. You get what I'm saying? It's easy. Like, I'm pretty sure if you ask Gary, is he ready? He's going to tell you, yeah. But that's the reason why you have a team, and that's why you have a trainer and coaches and things like that. You know what I mean? You're able to come up with a decision as a collective, something that's going to benefit you for the long term, for the long haul. So that's where I think they at. And again, I hope that information is all valid. Like I said, as it stands, that's the way it look like it's playing out. Now, again, it don't mean Gary Antoine no duck. It just mean he got a smart team behind him. That's what it means. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's easy for us to want it, and they want it too. I'm sure they do. But they want to make it count when they get it. They don't want to just get a title and be a title holder. He's trying to be a true champion. They building a champion over there in Gary Antoine Russell, in my opinion. And I think when he get a belt, they trying to do everything in their power to make sure he keep it. And he put himself in position to continue to be able to win titles. And that's what it's all about, the long game. You know what I'm saying? The long game. Get in there, you handle business, and get it, you know what I mean? Fix some things up. You be all right, man. Gary A gonna be all right, man. Gary Antoine will be okay, y'all. He's gonna be just fine. Let's respect the fact that Antoine pulled out a title fight because of a smart chess player at this point in his career. And again, Josh, I know some people are sensitive about the pull-out word, right? So we'll say, I respect that his team was able to my bad, y'all. His team was able to make a tough decision, like pulling him away from a title opportunity while working on some things because they felt like it's some things that definitely needed to be worked on. Again, that's having a great team behind you, being able to make the difficult decisions and the right ones. And if we being honest, based on the way I see it, I think they made the right decision because, again, it's not about a sprint. It's not about the now, just one fight. They're thinking about fights after that and what level they know they want to see you at to be able to perform at that level consistently. And you can't do that if you got certain holes in your game. You know what I'm saying? It's ways to get to where you're trying to get to, and you ain't gonna get there being no fool. You know what I'm saying? So having a lot of patience and having the wherewithal to pull your man back and be like, you know what? Not just yet. This is something that you need in boxing. Not enough people have that. And that's why you see guys end up getting their careers shortened and things like that because they got guys in there that only think about lining their pockets, and that's to the detriment of the fighter. You know what I'm saying? So in his case, he got a real team that's like, hey, bro, hey, man, hey, champ, look, you nice, you might be ready, but we're going to make sure you more than ready. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure you more than ready to go ahead and get this job done. And we're going to do that by pulling you back, working on some things in the gym, going in there, getting 1 or 2 more fights. Boom. We be right back ready. And what better way to, you know, make sure you prepare before you throw your dog in there to the wolves. That's all. Make sure the guys prepared to the best of your ability, man. And it ain't no faking until you make it. This ain't about being tough either. And that's why I appreciate about them the most. They're not pressured by the media or people. They don't care about. I'm pretty sure they made that decision not giving a damn about what nobody think but them. That's what's going to set him apart. In the long run, I think this does wonders for his career. It has to. You know what I'm saying? It's about preserving his career, and that's what you want to see happen. Don't want to see the man get in there, win the title, look shaky, then got to fight another tough fight, and it looks shaky. And nah, you want to cross your T's, dot your I's, and make for damn sure that you as confident as you should be to perform at the level that you're going to need to, especially at the upper echelon of 140, the elite of 140. All dogs, all of them. They're dogs. So, again, even though Gary Antoine is a dog, what better way to prepare him even more and be a much more polished, refined, dangerous dog? You get what I'm saying? That's where I think they at with it. So I just want to see him do well, and I think he will. Marathon mindset. Salute to my bro A1. They don't get it right, man. The marathon mindset, man. They want that Usain Bolt results, not realizing they're gonna come up short in the long haul. Facts. You want to build the foundation, and then you want to be able to sustain it so that you can have the key is to get longevity, man. You know what I'm saying? Not the quick shit. They trying to be around for a little while. You know what I'm saying? While they're here, and they want to be very good and efficient while doing it. Right, A1, all facts, man. So that marathon is real, man, and enjoy the process. Trust it. Trust the process. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey, man, while you on it, man. I'm saying Anton would have just so his pace down a tad bit. It'd be like Spencer 140. You get what I'm saying? A little more control bursts. Know what I'm saying? Fight with passion. You can fight with all the passion you want, but make sure you ain't being emotional in there. And you could have been that because of what y'all went through in terms of losses in your family. You only human, bro. That's what I think. That's what showed to me. Just look. You think it's any coincidence that the brothers both had their worst performances? Just think about they all like he didn't lose, but Mr. Gary, they took one from him. Gary Antonio had a tough loss, got knocked down, looked very bad. Gary Antoine had a shaky performance, got shook up a little bit, had a questionable stoppage. They all going through something. They need time to kind of hit the refresh button, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Hit the refresh button a little bit and start over a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the refresh button a bit, man, real quick. Keep boomerang. Salute, fam. Appreciate you pulling up. Let Beterbiev versus Bivol happen and let Beterbiev make the history, the third unification, and KO for each belt. Hey, man, I'm with it. But again, they saying if they can make those 2 fights, like the Beterbiev, CALLUM Smith, and Bivol, Buatsi, then that's the fight they definitely trying to make after that. So again, if that's boxing not duping us, I'll support it. I ain't really too mad at it, as long as it leads to that undisputed fight that we know that we know we deserve. You know what I'm saying? I'm slightly jumping out the van. Right. Facts. Let's see how he performed with his opportunity that he's given, man. Rollie is really given an opportunity to become champion. And like we was mentioning earlier, what if he become champion before all these other fighters, the Hitchens and Montana Loves, and you know what I mean, all these other guys, you know what I mean, at 140, it'd be crazy. It would be crazy. It'd be funny though. But I'm rooting for Rollie to win, yo. Nothing against Pooya. I'm rooting for Rollie to win, y'all. I am. I'm rooting for him. May 13. Rollie, come on, do work, Rollie. You got some work to do, Rollie. You know what I'm saying? You got some work to do. But what else? Let me make sure I ain't missed nothing. But yeah, man, we're going to see how everything shake out between these lightweights too, man, because they got some unfinished business. We're going to see. I like Bill Haney be poking fun at my boy. Let's see how everything shake out, though. Let's see who end up getting the last laugh from a competitive standpoint, of course. You know what I'm saying? So boxing is in a good place. It's delivering some. It's the theater of the unexpected. It's delivering some good fights. some fights we didn't expect. It's been a mixed bag, but like I said, y'all, it's been fun, and I think we getting some of the things we really want, man. We just gotta be mindful of it, I would say. But yeah, man. What else? J-Rock, Carlos Adames. That one caught me off guard. That's for June 24th. Like I said, that's a tough fight for J-Rock. I rock with him. It's gonna be a tough fight. Carlos Adames is a dog. Man, salute to him for taking the fight, man. Let's see what J-Rock got left in him. Carlos Adames is a dog, though. Antoine's just sharpening his skills. Brother thinks another test. I want to see how he looks before moving full steam ahead. See what I'm saying? And you know, D1, that's his family. Salute to my brody, D1. D-Free. Pardon me, D-Free. Salute to my bro, D-Free, adding that. And you see, that just basically sounds like I'm on point with my assessment, right? Because that's where I was going with it. And that's right on point. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what people need to understand. How do you improve the product that you're putting out there? You get put in a compromised situation where you're able to see, oh, you know what? He need to fix that right there. He got a hole or two right there. You get what I'm saying? Let's go in the gym and fix that. So often we crucify a fighter when they show weakness, or not so much weakness. They show an area where they need to improve. We kill them. Like, no, bro. That's how you're going to get better. That's how. Getting put in them positions where you like, yo, that's something he need to work on. Boom, we going to the gym. Then you know what you do? You look next time from that next fight. You see what was once a problem for him in the previous fight. You see if it's a problem in the next fight. And that's how you know if they made improvements or if they paid attention to detail and they seen what we seen and they made an attempt to get better. You see if it's because if it's an issue from fight to fight, then it's a real problem that you have. But if you just had it in the one fight while you needed to figure some things out and you able to make some adjustments in that gym and fix that for the next fight, then you got yourself a damn good fighter. That's how you get better. You have to be tested. You got to be put in positions that are not the most comfortable for you to see how you respond, to see where you're not as sharp at, to see exactly what tool do you need to sharpen most. That's how you get better. How else are you going to get better? Yeah, you can train all you want, but it's good to get tested along the way to see what areas specifically that you need to improve on. I like when a fighter know what he need to improve on instead of just saying everything. Everything is the easy answer because you can't argue that. But when a fighter specifically know there are things that he needs to work on to be better, I love to hear it, man. So again, that's how you get better, man. Salute the team of Russell for making one of the hardest decisions in boxing. It was a great decision to not accept the title shot right now, to shore up some things, because to me, they're thinking about the long haul. It's about the marathon, not the sprint. They're building a champion, not a title holder. You get what I'm saying? This is not a flash in the pan fighter in Gary Antoine Russell, and they're not going to treat him like it. They see that it's some adjustments and, you know, some improvements need to be made before they're comfortable the way they want to be comfortable with sending a man in there against the elite at 140, then that's what it is. You get what I'm saying? And that makes a lot of sense, and it will make him a much better fighter in the long run because of it. Man, facts, Mike. You get what I'm saying? So, again, salute the team, Russell. I just got a different take, a different outlook altogether, I think, on sports, man. I'm looking at the glass half full. It's always good to come out of sharpening your tool before you get put in there with the ultimate test. And, again, they're not building the title holder. They're building the champion. They want to make sure that when they throw their guy in there, he's built to last. Not only could he win that title, but he can defend the title successfully and grab up other titles, or at least be on the level to compete for any and every title after winning one. You get what I'm saying? That's the goal, to be here for some time, not for a short time. You get what I'm saying? And again, like I said, a lot of these dudes is leeches in boxing, and they only thinking about getting they line in their pockets, and they don't care about the product that they putting out there as long as they getting paid. And that's the difference between, you know, leeches and the guys that really care about you. And you can wholeheartedly say Gary Antoine Russell got a team of people that not only give a damn about him, care for him, and want to see him be successful, but they know what they see. They know what they got in that guy. and he's only going to be better because of it. Mark my words, man. Mark my words. Expect to see a better version of Gary Antoine Russell the next time he's in the ring. I don't care who it's against. Expect him to look a bit more polished, a bit more refined, like he tried to address some issues and fix some things in there. Expect to see that. Like I said, 140 is the division that's heating up. It deserved to get a brighter light shined on it, and I do it every chance I get an opportunity to. I hope we continue to get more content, more news about 140 so I could keep on, you know what I mean, building, you know what I mean? Because 140 got a lot to offer, man. Lot. Thought Showtime was going out of business. Right, undercard. Right, bro. I think they hope in undercard it's like those people that say every year that their team go win the Super Bowl, and then one year that they finally win and they be right. That is one of them. That's what's going on with that. People just hope maybe one year I'll say Al Heyman's going broke and it'll really happen. Maybe if I say it enough times and wish it enough, maybe it'll really happen. Maybe if I do enough videos and I say Showtime and PBC going out of business, just maybe one time it'll happen, y'all. Just maybe they'll go broke. Maybe I'll wake up one day and, you know, they'll say, PBC, Al Heyman, broke, bankrupt. Why the hell would that be good for boxing, you weird people? Why would it be good for boxing? A black man to be broke. Why? Why would that be good? I don't understand people. I just don't understand it. With all the fighters on the roster, why would that be good? People don't even think, man. Don't even think. Now, I ain't never been no fanboy. Can't nobody accuse me of it. No content where it's fanboy driven, ever. But, man, why would you root for the demise of any entity in boxing that's been a staple of the sport for years and years? I don't understand it. I don't get it. All because you don't like one fighter, because you don't like his style or some other weird stuff, whatever it is, weird reasons people be finding out to support fighters or talk bad about them. I don't do that about nobody. I talk about it as I see fit and as they deserve it, in my opinion. And y'all know it, man. Y'all know this, so everybody get their just due over here. Even if you lose, you can get it. Jake Paul lost. I still gave him his just due because he went in there and fought Tommy Fury, a real fighter, an active boxer. So despite, you know, as much as people want to bash it and say that's not real boxing, that was a real fight because he fought a real active fighter. Now, the level of boxer, you can argue about that all day if you want. But that was a real fighter in Tommy Fury that he fought. And you got to give him credit for actually being willing to step in there with somebody. I had more experience than him, been doing it way longer than him, more wins. And he went and tested himself. And he came up short. But I'll give him his just due because he went out there and tried. And he didn't get his ass sparked out. He got beat. He got touched up a did, but it's boxing. He didn't get embarrassed, but he showed that he got things that he need to work on for sure. And if he want to continue to get respect from people, then he got to continue to fight boxers. I'm looking at the quality of the cars. Right, undercard. Know what I'm saying? Right, bro. Right. Quality, they give us quality cars. Nobody hit home runs every single time. That's all I be saying. People are highlight one pay-per-view, it costs a lot, or it probably ain't live up to what you wanted. Probably your unreal expectation for some of these people, and then they start complaining. PBC be delivering. Al Heyman got a boatload of money and steady raking it in. Talk to him, bro. Why they steady talking about? I think he probably see some of the stuff about him, if he even see any of it, and laugh. Probably be laughing like, look at these fools. It's still at it, man. That boy, man, been going broke for 10 years. Last fucking 10 years, 10 years with you people, man. For real, bro. Zach B, salute to you, Brody. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, man? How you feeling, Zach? Right, man. But appreciate everybody pulling up for this second cook. Like I said, man, we gonna keep this grind going. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna get to the 2.5 hour mark, y'all. We're gonna cook for a few more minutes. Then I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody that pulled up and you know, enjoyed this second cook, man. We're gonna keep the pressure. We're gonna keep applying pressure. We got work to do, man. And Al Heyman is what's right with boxing. People need to just face it. At the end of the day, man, the man done a lot of good. He ain't gonna be perfect, but he done a lot of good, man. I just don't see how people find it to wake up every day and make it their business to hate on them. It's weird to me. And it's usually it's always our own people using. I swear it is. I promise you. Salute to my bro, Mike Kirkland. Again, man, putting that color in the chat. Much love to you, bro. I appreciate you supporting the grind, man. Much appreciation to you, Mike, for giving J. Paul his due. He put in the work to get on that level. He has, Mike, and you just got to give it to him. I got to give you your just due. Appreciate the support.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bro, Mike, man. Much appreciation to you, Brody. Yeah, man, much love, J. Reddy. Much love to all y'all pulling up, holding me down, man. It's funny that Al's going broke, but he still got more than the broke dude saying it. Fact, Zach. And he's so far off, man. So far off. Mike Biggs, appreciate you being here as always. Salute to everybody, man. Supporting this grind of mine. I know it's, I'll be here, man, but I plan on keeping this pace up, y'all, because there's work to be done, man. And it's a lot of good conversations to be had. Like I said, man, I'm going to earn everything I get over this way. Trust me, y'all going to see the work being put in. Salute to all of y'all in here, the family, man. Sean, man, Clark putting love back in the chat, putting that color back in the chat. Much appreciation, bro. Salute to you, PBC. Hate is a result of people pushing false narratives, followers repeating it. PBC been putting on the best fights and no disgruntled fighters. You get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? And just to be fair, anytime in any situation you got a ton of employees, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows for everybody, right? That's only regular. That's regular business. You get what I'm saying? That's not to slight them and make them out to be this bad guy. They'll find one little situation where it didn't work out well. Such and so said, and then they have them on the diss Al Heyman. It's weird to me. So I don't get it, man. But salute to my bro putting that color in the chat. Much
and we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Man, gotta give y'all just due. I gotta get my chat. They just do. Much love to all y'all holding me down, man. Salute to everybody in the building. A great cook early, kid grind love. I had some brothers, a trainer, has a good one in his corner. Facts, D3. Appreciate you pulling up. You always there. Much love, man. Always holding me down. Salute to all y'all, man. We gonna keep highlighting what's right with boxing, man. So let people keep doing the complaining. Just know when y'all get here, that's where all the complaining stop. Just know Just Do Boxing is the one-stop shop to come here and enjoy your boxing talk. Stress-free, where your opinion is valued and appreciated, where the diversity is welcome. Know what I'm saying? Where boxing is actually enjoyed to the highest level over this way. You get what I'm saying? That's what we do over here. Salute to my bro Sean and that super chat room. Much love to you, bro. You and Mike and the rest of the fan. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all smash that like button. We're going to cook for a few more minutes, and we're going to get up out of here, y'all. Like I said, boxing is in a good place. You just got to pay attention. That's why I always repeat this stuff at the end of these lives, because it's something that I'm going to keep hammering home until people get it. Like, it's a lot of good taking place if you just look for it. If you want to wake up every day and be mad, of course, it ain't going to be hard to find something about boxing to be mad at. It's the most imperfect sport we got, but it's still the best sport we got by far, because you can't play it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. So I'm going to keep highlighting what's right with boxing for sure. One live at a time, one upload at a time, man. And let people do what they do. Just know, like, y'all come here. We're going to enjoy us the conversation, man. We're going to chop it up and we're going to build. Y'all know the message, man. I'm all about the build. I'm all about growth. Getting to that next level and bridging the gap. Y'all know how we do over here. We got mad work to do. I got some stuff going on behind the scenes that I got to work out. And we going to get there, man. We going to get there. We got some stuff coming, man. We got some stuff going on, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. The work is going to continue to be put in. One upload at a time. You know how we do it. You know how we do it, bro. Who call alpha males and black people hating on Al and nothing but how talk to him, Zach Facts. And I'm saying, salute to my cousin Ash. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your ass as always. One cook at a time. Facts undercard. Like, we gonna get there. There's a lot of people to reach. and we gotta keep climbing. But like I said, I think I'm gonna try to stay in this range, this 4 o'clock, 4:30ish range, man. Let's try to stay in this range, but anything I probably do before that, it'd just be a bonus. But I think this the time I'm gonna just stick with, and I'm gonna try to just navigate and build from this time forward. See how that work out. So we're gonna keep doing it. But anything, like I said, them early cooks is just bonus for the fam, because that's the super grind that I'm on right now. And I ain't slowing down. Like I said, man, I got some more stuff to do. Got some stuff to figure out, some people to reach out to and set some things up. And I'm pretty sure I can get these things worked out. So I'm on it, on the job, man. They looking for most negative or positive, right, bro? And it's like, again, I just want to be the voice that's right with boxing. I ain't gonna be up here mad every day, mad as hell, cursing boxing out, cursing it. And it's just, I hate boxing. No, I don't hate boxing, bro. I absolutely love this shit. I absolutely love this shit. I would wonder if they would hate Al Haymon if he was different. Command facts, right. They probably would. You know what, Mike? If they even at least knew him for real, then and stop reading the negative news clippings, then they'd have a different outlook. You get what I'm saying? So it's weird. Like, I just want to see boxing flourish, and what better way to see it win than the parties that participate in it, the powers that be, they being successful at what it is that they're doing. You get what I'm saying? Peace to my bro Undercard, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all y'all pulling back up. Y'all smash that like button if y'all haven't. Salute to all the family that's still in the building. Like, again, man, another dope show, another dope live in the books. We got almost, matter of fact, we got over 6 hours of streaming with these two lives together, y'all. So let's put that in perspective. We grinding, man. We ain't slowing down. We speeding up, man. I'm just going to get to the 2.5 hour mark, because y'all know how we do over here. Salute to my brody Josh, Jay Reddy, Undercard, a whole enough Fury and Usyk, right, man? All right, yeah, right. Trying to find another way not to give us an undisputed fight. But again, just to double down on what my bro said, if it was a certain somebody, the demand for him to make the undisputed fight would be through the roof, and we know that. Cash Sports, salute, fam. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, man? Smash that like button for your bro. Sub to the channel if you haven't. If you have, welcome to the family, and appreciate you stopping through. It's nice how Al never responds to any of this nonsense. Facts. I think that's genius. I think that the level of restraint that he shows is genius, man. He's a 101 for real in this sport, bro. Like, you just don't know how he's able to ignore this level of ignorance, and it's crazy because he do it like effortlessly, and it never wavers. You never hear one solitary comment. I think he truly understands business, and how the opinion of a person don't have nothing to do with the outcome and reality of his business ventures. And I think he's cool with that. I think a lot of people could learn from him. You know what I'm saying? To keep their mouth closed a lot more and be more about the business than anything else. And you can tell he ain't in it for the fame, and he's in it for the right reasons, because he moves a certain way. And like you said, the fact that he just never responds to none of this crap is a different level of restraint, man, discipline, I swear. But salute to Al Haymon, salute to boxing, because it's winning. And we become more responsible, I think, as supporters, and get behind this sport the right way. I think it can continue to move in the right fashion. But as long as you got people making hate-filled videos about somebody being broke and who's going out of business, it's always going to be people just here for the wrong reasons. They're not to see stuff grow. Again, they want to, I think people like to get their clicks and views, through controversy, like, because people got egos. Some people will cry and die if they have 14 people in their life. Some of these dudes would cry, man. They would cry if they had 14, 15 people in their life. I swear they would. But not me, because I'm here for the right reasons. That's going to take care of itself in the long run. You get what I'm saying? It's all about being responsible and putting out content that people could vibe with and appreciate. You know what I'm saying? It's not about agreeing. It's about being real and being logical and loving what you do, man. And I think I check all those boxes. So we're going to keep building. The build continues, man. One live to the next, man. Much love to everybody in the building. Appreciate everybody pulling back up for this second time. Appreciate y'all time today as well. Like I said, we got over 6 hours of streaming in, y'all, with these 2 lives. So, and y'all was here for mostly all of it. So I appreciate every last one of y'all. We gonna keep building. Genius, man, try to defend himself. Wouldn't matter. Yeah, we still hating, point fingers, right? So he knows best just to cut out all the stress by ignoring all this stuff. Just no sweat off his back. You know what I'm saying? Say not to argue with fools, I agree, but it's easier said than done, right? It absolutely is. Absolutely. Yeah, he know the media is full of it, and he ain't participating in the circus. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what make people even more mad at him, that they can't get a response or reaction to parents. They're like, don't y'all think it's crazy that y'all haven't even seen this man's face? No, we don't think it's crazy. No, we don't. In a society where people are always worried about all the wrong shit, no, we don't think it's crazy, bro. We don't. What I do think crazy is that people prey on his demise and his downfall. That's crazy. Not that he's not all in the videos trying to make it about him. Nah, he's not that. He's not that. So, no, I don't find it crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just find it crazy why people won't just get a man his respect and just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? That's what's crazy to me. Unless he fights EJ, the worst champion I've ever seen. Just saying, he just ain't moving correct, man. It's going to be some blowback, Zach, and I respect it and I understand it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So she said situation, he letting the truth reveal the nonsense. Facts. And like I say, he just allowing the smoke to clear and that dictate what it is and what it's not. You get what I'm saying? That man knows what it is and what it's not. And he allows his work to do so. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jay Reddy, man. I'm going to catch the other show on the replay. It was my daughter's day today, so I missed a lot. It's all good. Your daughter's B-Day. Salute to your baby girl, man. If you saying her or even if it was her day, if not, salute to your baby girl. Salute to you, Zach B, man. Holding it down, man. Holding it down, man. Salute to your baby girl. You know, it's crazy. No one does that. Rise above the BS. That is right. And just live your life and continue to make deals happen. Continue to change these fighters' life. Continue to be what's right with boxing and make your mark. Y'all could keep hating. No, I ain't on no damn payroll. I'm just struggling YouTube with a real logical opinion on the sport. I ain't got to be better than nobody, but I'm going to be real. We going to focus on the conversations that we build on and that we going to just keep it pushing. Know what I mean? We're going to be what's right with boxing, like I always say, man. So, again, another dope live. We over 2.5 hours, man. Appreciate all y'all. Like I said, that's over 6 hours of work. I know y'all heard my voice long enough, and much love to all of y'all in the building. I know y'all smashed that like button already, so I ain't even got to say it. And y'all know we be right back on this grind tomorrow, man. Who knows? I might double up again tomorrow. Just depends on how much is going on in the sport for real. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Much love. Like I said, man, it's been another dope live, another dope conversation, man. So with that, man, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here, and we'll be right back at it tomorrow, y'all. Peace to the fan.